On a crash course, what you think I rap for? To put the rap for, but I know.
It's going to be live. It's not right now, it's muted.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually what you're taking. Yeah, let's have like that's a good tip.
Oh, there he is.
love the play-by-play, yeah.
So good.
Good afternoon, welcome to Pierce Field here at Arlington High School for this Middlesex League match between the Arlington Spy Ponders and Winchester Red and Black. These are the starting lineups for this afternoon's match, starting with the visitors from Winchester. The senior forward and captain number 7, Anya Wigramasinghe. The senior midfielder and captain number 9, Ellie Kiernan. Senior midfielder and captain number 17, Lila Savage. Senior forward and captain number 12, Luca Ventura. The junior defender number 22, Amanda Mitchell. The junior defender number 2, Gabby Hermsdorf. The junior midfielder number 10, Juliet Sems. Junior midfielder number 11, Lily Austin. Sophomore defender number 3, Sarah Stewart. Sophomore midfielder number 16, Sophie Shapiro. And in net for the Red and Black this afternoon, a senior goalkeeper number 19, Amelia Corby. Now the starting lineup for the Arlington Spy Ponders. Sophomore forward number 1, Misha Zykori. Senior forward number 2, Bryn Ryan. Senior midfielder and captain number 4, Alina McCulloch. Senior midfielder number 6, June Lawrence. Senior midfielder number 11, Katrina O'Hagan. The junior defender number 13, Avery Spector. Senior midfielder and captain number 20, Weezy Mueller. Senior midfielder and captain number 21, Tessa Peroni Crompton. This afternoon, junior goalkeeper number 00, Mojo Maxwell. And a sophomore defender number 17, Micah Niles. Best of luck to both teams in this afternoon's match.
Did you hear us yell? Like, I shrieked.
Arlington High School, Pierce Field, for this ACMi Sports production of Middlesex League Girls Varsity Soccer. Today, the Arlington Spy Ponders take on the Winchester Red and Black. My name is Phil Ryan, alongside Jeff Spector, with Lewis McCulloch on the camera this afternoon. So Jeff, two top Middlesex League teams coming in this match. You know, Winchester 10-0-1, unbeaten in play so far this season, only 2 goals against. Spy Ponders 10-2-1. Winchester, the number 8 team in Division 1. Arlington, the number 13 team in Division 1. And obviously, Arlington probably looking to avenge a 1-0 loss, which I know you've referred to as Goalgate, where the Spy Ponders did score, was not seen by the referees. But obviously, a big Middlesex League match this afternoon with both league and tournament implications. Thoughts as we get started here?
First 15 minutes. First 10 minutes. I think it's going to tell us a lot. I feel like every time Arlington plays Winchester, it looks like Arlington's about to get run off the field the first 10 to 15. Winchester comes out super fast, takes away time and space. Arlington winds up playing a lot of kick and chase, just trying to buy time. They just need to weather the first 10 to 15 and ideally not just be kicking and chasing. If they could have a little possession, put a little pressure on Winchester, and really play like they played in the second half of that first matchup, love their chances. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see here. It looks like some tactical changes for the Spy Ponders. Misha Zykori will lead the line here. Up top, Lena McCulloch on the near side midfield, June Lawrence on the far side. Tess Crompton will sit in behind Zykori, sort of at the 10. Katrina O'Hagan and Wheezy Mueller will kind of sit at that double pivot. And behind them, Avery Spector playing the left-hand side, the familiar central defensive pairing of Dahlia Carr and Micah Niles. And Bryn Ryan gets to start at right back. Mojo Maxwell, the junior keeper, in net. Definitely a different back line than what we've seen, a different formation than what we've seen. And we're off. But look, we have seen Coach Mike Shenna, sort of shake things up and, see some tactical opportunities here versus Winchester. And Jeff, I agree with your point. The opening minutes here are really critical, as we see already. Winchester bringing a fast, aggressive team here. As Wickramasinghe takes that from Spector, but immediately went back by Mueller in a foot race now. Zykori and Hermsdorf. Hermsdorf all the way back to Corvey. Yeah, the last couple of games, I feel like not just the defenders, everybody on the Spy Ponders has had time to, sort of think about what they want to do, make a couple moves, and then distribute. This isn't one of those games. You have to be decisive, and you have to move the ball quickly. Jeff, I like that ball just, in a dangerous space, and Hermsdorf clears out to the middle. No one there for the Spy Ponders. Good close by June Lawrence. Battling on that far side with Sarah Stewart. Taken over by the Red and Black. Plays down the line. Bit in behind the defense, Dahlia Carr. Good hold-up play there. Now Ryan, from that defensive position, looking for Zykori. Tony Crompton. Red and Black get it out to this near side, find Wickramasinghe. Closed by McCulloch. Foot race now with that's Lily Austin and Spector. Spector just safely plays it out. I thought that was a throw-in for and the ref does say throw-in. And I believe she's going to take a corner, but the ref on the near side said throw-in, apparently overruled by the ref on the far side. Driven ball in, well played. And it was number 17, just unmarked, Lila Savage. Can't quite get the touch on it, puts one over the top. Maxwell here. Culloch keeps the play, Austin. Back to Mitchell. Gets it back out to Austin. They've got numbers on this side. Wickramasinghe is open as Spector steps up and good cross in. Niles denying the cross. Well done from the sophomore defender. Apologies during the announcements. The name wasn't as clearly checked as I thought. That was on Spector.
Good step from McCulloch. Finds Zykori. Zykori, a little bit of pace and just poked away by Juliet Sems. Ryan, it's out to June Lawrence. Now looks to play up to Peroni Crompton. Gets a foot in, well done from the senior. Maybe a quick handball there, Weezy Mueller. Loft ball up towards Hermsdorf. Bit of a misplay, McCulloch. And McCulloch almost with a touch there to get by Mitchell. Mitchell does a good job just sort of holding things up a bit, and Corby comes out. But really nice quick ball from Mueller over Hermsdorf. A bit misjudged by what Graham is saying. Inspector will see this up for a throw.
That was kind of one of those balls you were talking about in the last game where you kind of just want to see the front line, just assume it's going to go over the head and just sort of run through it.
Absolutely. You know, it's that anticipatory play by the front line. And in this case, both Zykori and McCulloch alert to it. Nice layoff play there by Winchester. They control the midfield back to Hermsdorf. And Jeff, Winchester plays with 3 in the back here. Strong back defensive line. Obviously only 2 goals given up, so their defensive setup does work. But that was an example of getting behind the defense, as you said. Good step from Carr. Niles.
Yeah, I mean, with only 3 in the back, you have to be able to get an opportunity.
Now Peroni Crompton.
Somewhere to split the seams.
And that ball's really got to be to feet, Jeff. I mean, that possession in that central midfield, Lawrence open. Ryan challenges. Go out for another red and black throw in front of the Arlington bench. Going down the line, header by Ryan. Carr steps in. Ryan back, wins it well. Goes direct towards Zykori. Hermsdorf gets a foot in. I'd like to welcome everyone watching the live stream today. I'm sure there are
triple digits?
Tens?
Hundreds?
Folks up in Exeter, New Hampshire tuning in today. Hopefully we've got the loyal Arlington fans out in Colorado, as well as in Washington State. Easy play for Mojo Maxwell.
I mean, I hope to have a few hundred people on the Amherst campus listening and watching.
For sure. Peroni Crompton. It's Ellie Kiernan, the central midfield. Ryan now lays it off to Lawrence. Good turn. Finds O'Hagan. Closed down very quickly. But well done from June Lawrence. Unlucky not to keep that one in play. They do win the throw. So Jeff, I think, you've mentioned before, this is the 4th game in 6 days, I think the Spy Ponders have played. Kind of the end of the gauntlet. They'll get a break here before they play Belmont here at Pierce Field on Monday. And just Wednesday, so it'll be a welcome break, I think, from this string of games. And, coming off of 5-0 win versus Medford, 4-0 win versus Watertown, where they've been used to a lot of time on the ball. Definitely a different complexion to this game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if saying night and day would be doing it justice. Winchester's they're a well-coached team. They play hard, they play fast, they're aggressive. They are typically the class of the schedule that Arlington plays, and they give you all the fight you're ever going to want to see in a game.
Well, it's great. Love these Middlesex League matches. I mean, Winchester, Lexington, Belmont, always those big matchups. Belmont and Winchester battled to a 0-0 draw earlier this season, and the Spy Ponders, a 2-2 draw versus Belmont. So each team will get another shot to play Belmont.
And Belmont was scary. I think you just said we played them to a 2-2 tie. It was a good game. Again, there's the upper part of the schedule is a fun schedule. Yet somehow Winchester always seems to come out on top in the standings.
Here's Austin, really well read by Hannah Stern, And unfortunate not to get that ball back, but great defensive play from the junior midfielder who's recently in the game for Misha Zaikori. Also now touches towards the middle. And the Spy Ponders will just give her room to operate. Ryan out on Ventura. And well done by Bryn Ryan, called in to do some work on the defensive end today, Jeff.
I was going to ask, when would the last time have been that you saw Bryn Ryan on the back line?
Well, I tell you, she was in 8th grade, was the center back.
Okay.
For the 7th and 8th grade A team. So not a stranger to playing in the back.
It.
Absolutely.
She looks comfortable out there.
And as someone who played outside back for a lot of his career, don't mind seeing her out there. Spector first to it. Wickramasinghe steps in. Miles gets a head in. Dangerous moments here. Kiernan. It's number 9. Wickramasinghe. And really good defensive play from Alina McCulloch. Sees that ball out. About 10 minutes into the match, Piercefield here at Arlington High School, no score between the Arlington Spy Ponders and Winchester Red and Black. And I think just went off Stern's back. Ref spots that, and it will be a throw for the Red and Black. Amanda Mitchell here on the near side finds Wickramasinghe. Stern steps in. This will fall to Ellie Kiernan. And Radoslavich into the game for June Lawrence. Looks to battle through, but taken away by Juliet Sems. They'll look to go back through the back line through Hermsdorf. And Stern chases, gets out to Austin, lays it back to Mitchell. Nice look there, and Wickramasinghe allowed to turn. But as we've mentioned numerous times, Jeff, that the Crown Field here, got to understand that ball's going to roll out of play. The Spy Ponders do know that, but Austin gets a head in towards Savage, out to Wickramasinghe. Spector does well to play it off. Wickramasinghe wins the goal kick as the sun comes out here at Arlington High School. So a number of early subs here for the Spy Ponders. I think Coach Mike Shennick sort of feeling out the game, deciding kind of the best lineup here. Izzy Matheson checks in for Tessa Peroni-Crompton. Maxwell out towards Alina McCulloch. Austin plays that well. And dangerous play here, but this will fall to Maxwell. Stands beginning to fill up for this hotly contested Middlesex League match. Is a nice punt out to Stern. Can't quite get the touch on it. First forces Hermsdorf to play it. Izzy Matheson is there. And I think McCulloch wanted it to feet, and Matheson wanted her to make a run. Unfortunate not to link up there. And definitely, Jeff, without the all the numbers in the offensive third, it's going to be important for the Spy Ponders. The chances that they get to keep that possession, wait for numbers to come up. So would like to see a little bit of hold up play from Arlington. Good win from Carr.
Yeah.
Winchester steps in, and there's Matheson.
Over the last few weeks, the Spy Ponders seen a number of teams that are putting 10 behind the ball. And right now, that's exactly where Arlington is at in this. So exactly to your point, when they do get a little bit of a breakout, if we don't have numbers going forward.
Dangerous play there.
They have to hold up. They have to wait to try to maintain some possession. So they can get something out of it. At the same time, we're just over 12 minutes into the half, and at least in my opinion, I think it's probably been a better first 12 minutes than we had in the first matchup at Winchester, albeit, no possession, no real opportunities created, but I don't feel like Winchester's been able to put a ton of pressure on us either.
No, and second corner kick here for Winchester. First one's a bit dangerous. We'll see what they do with the second. Good driven ball. Mueller looks to be first to it.
As if on command.
That's Ellie Kiernan. Gets to that second ball. Looked like a possible missed header, not first to it. Falls to Kiernan, and she goes bar down. 1-0 Winchester. Tough start for the Spy Ponders. Announcers curse, Jeff.
Every time.
But look, credit to Winchester. Nice set piece, good driven ball in. Spy Ponders couldn't get first to it. And really alert to that second ball. And Kiernan makes no mistake. Stern here. Be interesting to see how the Spy Ponders react to conceding that early goal, Jeff.
Yeah. It will. Again, even though I just got done saying Winchester hadn't been putting a ton of pressure on Arlington, in the same breath. It's hard to score if you don't possess and you don't create any opportunities.
Nice move from Winchester. Good low cross in. Niles blocks that out. So battle here, and they will won by Radoslevich. Well done. Plays it up towards Hannah Stern. Hermsdorf is going to be called in. Plays it all the way back to Corvey. And good close down by June Lawrence, back in the game now.
It's just a bit of a different position for the Spy Ponders to be in as well, right? I mean, it's not too often where they play 10 behind the ball. So finding opportunities to get numbers forward.
Well won by Lawrence. And good pressure from Stern, just playing that one out. Wins the throw in Avery Spector. So, Jeff, a chance with Avery Spector's long throw to get the ball in the box here and see if they can, get one back here.
Absolutely.
As we're 15 minutes into the match, long throw from Spector. Lawrence lofted ball towards that far post. No one home for the Spy Ponders, but positive play there and good response to conceding, getting some possession here in the offensive third, and a half chance.
A lot of time left. No doubt the Ponders are going to get their opportunities.
Red and black goes short. Radoslevich closes down. Great job from Ella Radoslevich. Love that hustle from the junior. Corvey comes out, but Hermsdorf caught in possession there. Oh, and a really nice one-touch play there. We'll go all the way in to Mojo Maxwell. Punts out towards Matheson, won by the goal scorer, Ellie Kiernan. Matheson is going to get called for a foul there on Lila Savage. Red and black with another set piece opportunity. See how the Spy Ponders can defend this one. Hermsdorf will take this kick for the red and black. Low driven ball towards Kiernan. Good flick on Wickramasinghe. Can't get a foot on it.
What a touch. Or at least deflection. I'm not positive it was intentional or not, but it was.
And the ref does call it a corner kick. And Jeff, that's one where, as a defender, you don't want to get caught ball watching. All of a sudden, Wickramasinghe is open. Because Winchester is good at winning those second balls. So important to keep that defensive shape, keep that defensive awareness throughout the entire play. Third corner kick for Winchester, having scored on the most recent one. 5 Winchester players line up at the far side of the box. Short play. They just do a dummy there, and another really dangerous play. Great training ground opportunity.
Beautifully executed. Right up until the last touch, which probably should have been in the back of the net.
Yeah, really well executed. Nice play, and Spy Ponders caught a bit unaware on that. Nice play out towards Lawrence. We'll head it back to Mueller to get it over to Matheson, but this one by Kiernan. Radoslevich back, finds Ryan. Unfortunate to keep it in play.
I feel like that's got to drive you crazy as a coach, though, right? You diagram it, you practice it, and it's executed 98% perfectly.
Sure. Yeah, no, I agree. We actually had a similar play in high school called the double dummy, where it was, that was sort of one dummy. We actually had 2, and the player at the top of the box took the shot. So not uncommon, but definitely one where Those Spy Ponders were a bit at the mercy of the red and black. Now Kiernan gets it out to the far side. Well done from Radoslavich. She's closed very quickly. Stern now. Radoslavich. This is where the Spy Ponders need to get some numbers up. Finds O'Hagan. Now Stern. Good spell of possession for the Spy Ponders with Mueller. Looking for that through ball. Stern. Unlucky there. And good track back from Izzy Matheson. Now Mueller, but it's Kiernan. Nice layuff there to Austin. Red and black first to that one. Dangerous moments here. Really dangerous. Over the top.
So, question for you on the set piece, the last set piece for Winchester. Is that from the defensive side of that? Is that more a fundamental problem with like maybe not being marked up and like to your point earlier, like watching the ball and like running to the ball as they see it and not staying with their mark, or what leads to?
So first to the ball. Obviously, Winchester ran to the ball, played that dummy, but marking at the top of the box as well. So that second player that played it from the top of the box, the red and black sort of stack that sort of far side of the top of the box with sort of 5 players, and they all had runs and rolls. It was really smart. One went right to the ball, second stayed at the top of the box, third went in towards that far post, and they were the sort of the second player to touch the ball. So it's being a little bit more aggressive, being tighter marking. That said, Spy Ponders kind of playing a zone on that. So that sort of play works well if you're kind of playing a zone on a set piece.
Got it.
Want to mention too, just that sort of last play, dangerous play, red and black creating an opportunity there, and Spy Ponders I'm not hearing much. I didn't hear much talking and really controlling, taking control of that play. So Spy Ponders, I think would need to get really just more aggressive, and take command of the play, command of the ball, especially in those danger areas. So we have a break here. 21-22 left in the first half. Winchester red and black with a 1-0 lead over the Arlington Spy Ponders. And I'd like to take a minute to remind everyone that this is an ACMi sports production. Numerous Arlington High School sports games and events, both home and away, are filmed by ACMi Sports and made possible by both student and member volunteers. If you're interested in helping to produce, film, commentate, or edit the games, please reach out to us at sports@acmi.tv or consider stopping by the press box after a game to find out how you can experience and learn sports production while bringing more sports broadcasts to the Arlington community. Spy Ponders look to come out with the same way they went into the timeout. There will be a goal kick for Spy Ponders, Mojo Maxwell. Maxwell goes to the left foot out towards Radoslavich, battling with Austin. Radoslavich does well to win the throw-in, which will be taken by Ryan. Hard throw into Radoslavich, looks to turn. Ryan steps up, gets by a couple, closed down by Austin, and wins a throw-in. Ryan looking for some movement in front of the Winchester bench, gains a few yards there. Matheson will play it off of Kiernan, and Ryan will do it again. Radoslavich, Ryan looks to get a cross in. Lofted ball. Corvey comes out to smother that one. Nice job by Ryan just putting it into a dangerous area. No one home for the Spy Ponders, but good positive play in the offensive third. Hermsdorf plays it out to Mitchell. Good step from Wheezy Mueller. Zykori. Matheson can't quite catch up to it, is controlled by the red and black. Zykori steals it from Kiernan, finds Mueller. You get O'Hagan with some space. O'Hagan closed down very quickly. And taken by Austin. Well positioned by Niles. Mitchell, lofted ball, goes off the side of her foot for an Arlington throw. Lawrence is keeping in play, does really well. Finds Mueller, great stuff from June Lawrence. O'Hagan out to Ryan. Radoslavich back towards Ryan, she'll just go long. Zykori gets first to it. Looking for the run of June Lawrence, good control. Gets it back to Mueller. And now O'Hagan. Good possession from the Spy Ponders. Mueller, O'Hagan. Now Ryan. Gets by one. Looks for that through ball towards Matheson. Good battle by O'Hagan. Little chip ball over. Corby again. Good work from the Spy Ponders, Jeff.
Yeah, a lot of touches, good control. Looked like Zykori was, maybe a step away from being able to get to that one.
Good control from Radoslavich. Spy Ponders will try the near side. Unfortunate from Spector, just goes off the side of her foot. Mitchell with the throw here for the red and black. Lucy Breen into the game for Katrina O'Hagan. She'll sit with Mueller at the double pivot. Nice to see the first here in the match. Breen picking up her first assist as a varsity player over the weekend. Or rather on Monday, I believe, against Watertown. Hermsdorf out to Stewart. Good overlap from Lily Austin, but Carr is there. And great savvy play from Delia Carr.
Well done.
Wins the goal kick.
No reason to give him a throw-in when you can get the goal kick.
Maxwell out to Niles. And can't keep possession. Red and black throw. Sophia Ryan, number 8 for the red and black with the throw in, won by Niles. She'll get it back. Lawrence steps in. Referee saw it go off of Lawrence. Will be a red and black throw. Mitchell. And now Spector wins the throw. Well done. The substitution here. Tessa Peroni-Crompton back in the game. She will push Izzy Matheson up top and sit in behind her. Spector. Long throw towards Matheson. Well blocked by Matheson. Peroni-Crompton applying pressure. And Stewart just forced to clear. Nice ball over the top. This is going to run all the way to Maxwell. But you can see Emma Kiernan, number 14. She was pointing. She was looking for runners, looking for that ball over the top, and a nice idea from the sophomore midfielder. And it's won by her sister, Ryan. Just drop it back to Maxwell. Goes far towards Matheson. Ellie Kiernan steps in. Stewart now on the far side. Austin. Good pressure from Ella Radoslavich. Jeff, a really impressive shift from Ella Radoslavich, putting a lot of pressure on. You see her, win the play here in the offensive third. She's winning throw-ins on that side and doing a really nice job just kind of disrupting the play of the red and black.
Definitely. We need a couple other players to start to do that as well, right? Again, usually it takes people in tandem. It's hard to do it just, in isolation. But yeah, I mean, just doing a great job. And again, on the whole, yes, the Ponders are down 1-0, but I feel like they're actually more in this game despite not having too many meaningful chances, to equalize it than they've been in so many other first halves against this Winchester team. So, I'm remaining optimistic in this that, we're gonna start creating some opportunities as this game continues to develop.
Lawrence back. Sees the run of Peroni Crompton. Now looking for Matheson. And you're right, Jeff. I mean, look, Corby's been off our line a few times, forced into a little bit of uncomfortable, not necessarily saves, but uncomfortable moments. And yeah, I mean, look, yes, down 1-0, but, back and forth play. I mean, I would give the advantage to the red and black, creating some offensive chances.
Definitely.
But, yeah, look, good match overall. What we expected.
Yep.
Punt out towards Matheson. She does well to bring that down. Looking for the ball behind her, Radosevich. Hermsdorf is going to be called in here. Good play in the back from Winchester. Kiernan here. Looking to go long, but Neal steps in. All the Stewart. Let's go back and forth. Good step from Carr.
By Carr.
Yeah, I think it's a fair challenge, but I like the aggressiveness from Dahlia Carr.
Yep.
With a bit of a push in the back there, but dangerous set piece opportunity for the red and black. Spy Ponder's going to set up on the 18. This will be taken by Emma Kiernan. Ball towards that far side. Well won by Ryan.
Well done.
Probably in that right defensive role for her aerial abilities. And that looks like will be a goal kick. Yes, well spotted by the referee. Jeff, I would expect for a high-level Middlesex League match such as this one, I don't know, blue shirt refs,
yeah,
red shirt refs potentially. I see we do have the yellow again.
I mean, I would think it should have been red at the very least.
At least.
I got to be honest, though. This could be the same crew that caused Goalgate.
It could be. I hope our loyal live stream listeners pick up on the discussion on the ref shirts from matches ago. Stewart just forced to play that out. And roll all the way to Maxwell. Good choice to pick that up. I think that was well covered by Ryan and Niles. Punt out will go to Emma Kiernan. Good touch, but Peroni Crompton can't quite get a foot in. Carr. An unfortunate foul there. Another set piece opportunity. 11:34 left in the first half. Winchester enjoying that 1-0 lead, and an opportunity here 35 yards out from Mojo Maxwell's goal. And this could be a direct shot opportunity.
Yeah, this is where they start getting a little more dangerous with that.
Maxwell sets up the two-player wall with Peroni Crompton and Mueller. Well blocked by Lucy Breen. Goes over Ryan. Winchester's onside. Ryan says, that's okay, I'll recover and get that. And between her and Dahlia Carr, they do clear the lines, but it'll be a Winchester throw. Stewart on the far side. Subs here for Winchester. Well done by Dahlia Carr, first to that one. Pushes the red and black back a bit, but it'll be Stewart again in front of the scores table. Won by McCulloch. Stewart finds Emma Kiernan. Red and black get it out here to the near side, closed down by Mueller. And Lila Savage is the victim of the turf monster. Unlucky not to keep that in play. Stern looks to head on, but Hermsdorf steps in, and one by Mueller falls to the red and black. They do well to keep it in play. It's Amelia Holmes, number 20 for Winchester. Micah Niles is away, closed down pretty quickly, and this will fall to Stern, dispossessed by Kiernan, gets past Breen. And well defended by the red and black. You could see the far side run, but Ryan was waiting for that play, and as was Mojo Maxwell. So easy on the defensive end. Punt out towards June Lawrence. Red and black first to it. And a couple headers will fall to Spector. Pressure from Holmes.
Nice shove in the back.
Arlington fans want a call, they get one. Good positioning from Avery Spector to win that free kick. Inside 10 minutes, 1-0 Winchester over Arlington here at Piercefield Arlington High School. Hermsdorf. Good switch of fields. Ryan almost first to it, but does win the throw. Oh, and thought it might have been an illegal throw, but it was a substitution. Ella Radosovic back in the game for June Lawrence. Ryan will get to take this one again. Radosovic was waiting a while, so good to see her get in. Pressure from McCulloch. McCulloch continues. Stewart with a good move, appreciated by the Winchester bench. Ryan steps in. It just clears the danger. Not that there was much. Breen with a header. And Stewart now on the far side. One by Carr. Winchester will pick up a few yards here with Stewart in front of Coach Mike Shenna. This time it will go Arlington's direction. Bryn Ryan finds Stern. And now Hermsdorf going out to this near side now. Holmes finds Wilhoit. Well done from Ella Radosovic. Can't hook up with Peroni Crompton. And Holmes now finds Savage. Holmes wants it back. Foot race with Spector, but this will roll out for a goal kick. Six and a half minutes left in this first half. 1-0 Winchester. Out towards Radosovic. Spector does well to keep it in play. There will be a Winchester throw. Grace Wilhoit looking to go over the top. Defended really well by Micah Niles. Wins the goal kick.
Well played.
So Jeff, I feel we're in a bit of a cycle here. Play comes out to maybe midfield, little past, kind of comes back in, Spy Ponder goal kick. So no real dangerous chances, but not much sort of generated, and tough for the Spy Ponders to keep possession, although they have the ball now with Mueller looking to go long, but this will just go right to Stewart. And nice job from Lila Savage getting through those players, looking for run on the far side.
Yeah, and the fear, right, is you rinse and repeat long enough, and at some point, something's going to break. They have to get some possession. Spy Hunters have to get some possession in the Winchester half.
But I guess, my point, though, is also that they're, Winchester really not generating quality chances. That they're trying to go over the top. We just saw the play by Mike and Niles, seeing that ball out for the goal kick, and allowing some possession inside midfield. But in that final third, Winchester's not being that successful getting to that final pass, getting to those chances, and their goal came off a set piece.
Correct.
So that run, the run of play, even though it is tilted a bit in Winchester's favor, I think the Spy Pawners are defending pretty well.
They are, and I think part of it too, right? In that first matchup, I think Winchester was finding seams all over the place with through balls, and I'm wondering if part of that's the change in formation that Coach Senna put in that's cut down on some of that, which is causing Winchester to try to play over the top, and they're not creating the same opportunities that they were able to earlier this season.
Yeah, I mean that's what you sacrifice. I think you're right, Jeff. You put 3 in the midfield and you clog up some of those midfield passing lanes, which has been very effective, but you lose some of that offensive ability to possess in the offensive third. So you see Hannah Stern here kind of by herself, but does really well to slow things down. It will be a Winchester throw, but nice hustle from the junior. Stewart on the far side, nice long throw. Ryan will just play it back up. Good step from McCulloch. Quickly won by Kiernan. And gets over Niles. Important play from Spector as there were 2 Winchester players there.
Well done.
And Breen not allowed to turn, but this will fall to Radoslavich. Niles to Spector, who just made that really nice defensive play, and just like that little shrug off too, Jeff.
Yeah, and I mean...
Now Breen.
It had that moment of like riskiness, because in hindsight you're like, if that doesn't go right for Spector in hindsight, you're going to say maybe she should let it go for Maxwell to pick it up at a goal, but not knowing the pace and how it's going to go, I think she probably made the right call, aggressively playing it and played it well and bought time.
Really nice control from Holmes and a great turn from Savage. They quickly switch fields over to Stewart. Get up to that far side. But Breen is there, well positioned, finds McCulloch. Closed down, but wins the throw-in. It's Courtney Fisher, number 24, on the far side for Winchester. 2:25 left in the first half. Carr steps in, well won. Stern sees Breen. Heavy touch, meant for Mueller, but Holmes intercepts. Now Peroni Crompton gets it taken. Peroni Crompton now, some options. Can't find the foot of McCulloch. Nice long throw from Stewart. Ryan well positioned. And Kiernan just drops off to Stewart. Holmes. Apologies, Mitchell. And Jeff, that's what I'm talking about. These, that long ball, kind of see what Winchester's trying to do. And granted, Pierce turf plays fast. It's narrow. It's potentially a little bit shorter. Winchester used to playing on that kind of that larger field, a little bit higher quality turf. Those spinning balls will hold up a bit. So I think Winchester also just trying to sort of feel out the right sort of touch on some of these weighted balls.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Good defensive play from Stewart. Gets past a couple Spy Ponders. And red and black cuts inside. Really good play from Winchester. Mitchell, Wilhoit. Now Carr. And looks like a handball, spotted by the referee. And inside 2 minutes, set piece opportunity here for Arlington. Weezy Mueller will look to serve this in. Nice driven ball, won by Hermsdorf. Savage. Spector holds it up with a head trap. Heads a second time. Mueller gets it out to Spector. It'll be a Winchester throw. Amanda Mitchell here on the near side for Winchester. Radoslavich. And that was quick 2 minutes, Jeff. We are at halftime here, Piercefield at Arlington High School. Winchester red and black with a 1-0 lead over the Arlington Spy Ponders. Thoughts on the first half?
Except for the set piece. If it wasn't for the set piece, it'd be like, yeah, they didn't have a ton of offensive opportunities, but I feel really good about this. Because of the set piece, though, Arlington's chasing. They have to score a goal. Like, it's the only way to get a result at this point. They have to score a goal. And there weren't a lot of opportunities in the first half. So I'm going to be curious to see what changes coach might make, or if they stick with the exact same formation and then just say, we have to push at certain times. We have to get numbers going forward and stay, this is working from a defensive standpoint. And that matters, that matters too, because it doesn't do us any good to go chase a goal and give up 2 on the back. So that's kind of where my head's at.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Look, it's a 1-goal game. Spy Ponders well in this. We'll see what, if any, tactical changes the Spy Ponders make in the second half. As you said, down a goal now, you've got to generate some offensive opportunities. Not that the Spy Ponders were playing for a tie, but you need to come out and find some quality chances in the second half. So for ACMi Sports, this is Phil Ryan alongside Jeff Spector, Lewis McCulloch on the camera. Appreciate the help in the production from Jeff Monroe today. And we're going to take a break for halftime and be back in 8 minutes and 37 seconds. And we are back at Piercefield at Arlington High School for this Middlesex League match between the Arlington Spy Ponders and Winchester Red and Black. Winchester with that 1-0 lead goal from Ellie Kiernan off a corner kick gets to that second ball. That's where we are. Looks like Tessa Mulvey in the match for the Spy Ponders. Lucy Breen stays in the match. I should mention my name is Phil Ryan alongside Jeff Spector, Jonathan Carr, taking over the camera duties from Lewis McCulloch in this second half. We just watched the Winchester boys varsity team file in. They will be playing Arlington after this match, 6:15 tie coming up, which will hopefully also be live streamed here on ACMi Sports. Should mention, Jeff, as I mentioned, the boys, Arlington boys varsity soccer 8-2-2 this year, unbeaten in their last 7, following a 1-0 win versus Watertown.
It's a great run.
I believe on Monday. And with that win, boys do clinch a playoff spot, which is great. They missed out last year, sort of a hard luck season. A lot of good play, could not find the back of the net. So good to see counterparts on the boys' side also clinching a playoff spot. Winchester will look to kick off. And tactical change here, Bryn Ryan up top now with Zykori. Mulvey sits behind them. Lucy Breen moves out to that right-hand side. Hermsdorf now chased by Zykori. And Jeff, you asked about sort of maybe potential changes or, down 1-0, having to chase the game a little bit or create those offensive opportunities. Definitely putting Zykori and Ryan up top, indicative of the desire to create some of those offensive chances.
Yeah, and I mean the beauty is, right, 40 minutes is a lot of time, plenty of time to create some opportunities. But you just want to see them start being able to push a little more forward than they had been. So it doesn't come down to the last 5 or 10 minutes where you're still sitting there saying, okay, how do we do something going forward?
Mitchell controls, Ryan pressures. McCulloch, good track back. To get up to Zykori, but Hermsdorf is there. She plays a lofted ball, won by Niles. Only as far as Savage. Stood up well by Mueller. This will fall. Hermsdorf and Zykori can't quite catch up to it, but now Breen, not the touch she wanted, trying to find Lawrence. One gets by Spector, but Niles well positioned. Come to Stewart, touches past Zykori, gets it out to Wickramasinghe, who's back in the match. Looking to go 1v1 versus both Breen and Lawrence. Breen defends really, really, really well, does win the goal kick. Good job from Lucy Breen there. Maxwell just goes short out to Spector. Finds Ryan. Nice turn from Bryn Ryan. Looking for Zykori. Good weighted ball. Nice idea. Really nice turn from Ryan, looking for that run as Zykori. And good ball from Avery Spector. Ryan tripped up, no call, does call.
Beautiful.
And Jeff, there's that sort of additional pressure that Winchester was not under in the first half.
Because you have 2 of them now, right? You have Zykori up front and you have Ryan. Mathematically, it's just a lot easier to escape one person than it is 2.
Well, and this is a good opportunity for Weezy Mueller. 35 yards out. I like her chances here. She may go far post, but with not many shots on target, look to go direct. She just goes low into the wall. Breen gets by 1. Push off the ball. And Winchester can't clear out. Lucia Breen will get the throw. Stern quickly in for Misha Zykori. Fortunate missed opportunity on that set piece, Jeff.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite, but good wall from Winchester to Ryan. Looks to flick on. towards Stern. Ryan runs through it. She's shoved down.
Wow.
And I think it was the foul ref who called that one. And Ryan doing a great job earning these set pieces. 2 in a row right now, just outside the box, as she gets shoved down by Gabby Hermsdorf.
Just couldn't believe there would be no call on that.
So Mueller, who did put one in the wall, will get a second chance here. A good 12 yards closer. This is one, Jeff. I just look at that far post. There's a lot of room there. And there's the shot. And there's there. And that was Tessa Mulvey.
What a time for Mulvey to get her first.
Outstanding. Great shot from Weezy Mueller. Good save from Corvey. Tessa Mulvey.
Wow.
In the right place. Picks up the pieces. Slots it in for her first varsity goal.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And let's not lose sight of the fact she's been on the field for 4 minutes in this game.
1-1, game on. Effective tactical changes coming from Coach Mike Shenna. Spy Ponders back in the game here. Oh, June Lawrence has dropped. Lucia Breen gives chase and does really well.
I don't so much have a problem with Lawrence getting put on the ground. It's the fact that she was shoved with 2 hands to the ground.
Jeff, only the 3rd goal scored on Winchester all season.
With an asterisk.
For sure.
Goalgate 2024.
One by Carr. Falls to Sems. Dangerous moments here. McCulloch is back. McCulloch, great block. Really great stuff by Alina McCulloch. And Breen dispossessed very quickly. Dangerous.
Wow.
And Spy Ponders need to be aware and play quick. I know Lawrence sort of held that up, played it back to Breen, but with the aggressive play of Winchester, important to really clear the lines in that defensive third.
Absolutely. Playing a half second too soon is going to be a lot better than playing a half second too late against these guys.
And look, good response from Winchester. They concede, they come right down, create some dangerous opportunities. Maxwell plays out towards McCulloch, who really made a critical play. Stern here. Almost gets that ball to Ryan. Hermsdorf there to intercept. Good moves on that far side from Austin. Gets past McCulloch. She'll get it back. Good pressure from Mulvey, the goal scorer now. Held up by Lawrence. Will be a red and black throw.
I mean, we always talk about how smart of a player McCulloch is, right? And in a case like that, it's as good as scoring a goal. You just stopped one. You know.
Nice quick touches. Dangerous shot there, but well wide of Mojo Maxwell's net. Coming in from Juliet Sems. Winchester keeper also forced to look a bit in the sun here, Jeff. Maybe some longer shot opportunities for the Spy Ponders. It's up to Spector, pressure by Wickramasinghe. Gives it back to Niles. Good pressure from number 7 and captain Anya Wickramasinghe, senior forward.
And I feel like we've talked about it in a lot of games too, right? Like, when you put pressure on these goalies, you make them move, you make them make saves, make them do anything other than catch the ball right at their body, you're going to get an opportunity. So you combine that with the sun, yeah.
Yeah, and we should, look, big congratulations to Tessa Mulvey for that first varsity goal in a critical match here. Good turn by Ryan. Looking for Stern, blocked by Kiernan. Should also mention the quality of the shot from Weezy Mueller there. After putting one into the wall, she forces a really hard save from Corvey. Ball comes out, and Mulvey really just alert to it being the first one. And there she is with the ball, looking for Stern. Stepped in by Hermsdorf. Gets through Lawrence and almost takes out 3 Arlington players, no call. And good play by Stewart, finding Lila Savage. Looking for that through ball. And Carr, excellent job. Could have drawn a foul there. Ref will give it a goal kick. Winchester disagrees with that. Well, I guess Jeff, if he didn't call a goal kick, he was going to call a foul.
Fair.
8 minutes into this second half, an early goal from the Spy Pawners has tied this one up with Winchester. Errant goal kick from Mojo Maxwell. Stewart over to take the throw on the near side. Mulvey. And Ryan was going the other direction.
But you know what? I liked it. Ryan was playing it like it was going to get through, and she was going to be able to loop back around.
Good track back from Mulvey. Carr plays it into Winchester, though, and Savage. Good job from Carr. Sam's here on the near side. Won by Lucy Breen. We'll just do another goal kick. The Spy Pawners are happy with these balls just going out of play on the end line. Radosovic in for McCulloch, who made that really critical defensive play.
Yeah, the filling coach is going to have a big high five for her. Yep, high 10. I mean, it's a massive play.
Ball out towards Radosovic. Bounces over. And Mitchell forced to just play it out into some of the staff.
Looks like she took it right off the assistant AD's head, maybe.
Nice long throw towards Radosovic. Ryan looking to get past Hermsdorf. Winchester does well to keep it in play. Mitchell only as far as Avery Spector. And errant pass in the midfield. Those square balls are dangerous, but good job from Weezy Mueller. Needs to play quick there, though, and Mitchell takes over. Be another red and black throw. Held up by Spector. Gets it out to the far side. Lawrence chases Stewart. Well done from Breen. Really good job from Lucy Breen. She gets closed quickly and wins the throw-in. Great work from the first year.
Really well done.
Ryan flicks on. Could have been a handball. No call from the referee. Jonathan Carr certainly thought that was a handball. Our astute cameraman, quick to spot that one.
Give him a blue shirt, put him down on the sidelines, take our chances.
I think he is blue shirt material.
Definitely.
Deep throw in for the Spy Pawners. Avery Spector on the far side. Won by Gabby Hermsdorf. Lawrence looking to get under it. Lawrence gets a touch on the second ball, but Austin takes over. Clears the lines. Well stepped from Micah Niles. Gets a pass with Ramasinghe. Ryan. It's closed by Emma Kiernan. Austin advances up to Wick Ramasinghe. She gets it back. Mitchell. Good possession play from the red and black. But that breaks down. Will be an Arlington throw. Tessproni Crompton comes in for Tessa Mulvey, the goal scorer. Tessa for Tessa. Long throw, goes off of Radosovic's back. Ryan battles with Mitchell, gets the head in. Falls to Ryan still. She finds Breen. Prony Crompton. Finds Spector. Lofted ball in. Corvey off her line. Goes off the side of Prony Crompton's head, but will fall to Breen. Let's get it back to Prony Crompton. Now Stern finds June Lawrence. Would like that opportunity back, Jeff.
Yep. Just a little too heavy.
Good work from Lucy Breen. It's a really solid shift here at right back after moving Ryan up top. Stern to step in. Ryan's going to get a chance. Plays it quickly. Radosovic. Hermsdorf was alert to that one, though, and Finds Austin on that far side. Radoslovich looks to recover. Peroni Crompton as well. Austin with some room, but very errant pass. And Spector will have the throw in now by the Winchester bench. So Jeff, Arlington goal. Good pressure right away from Winchester after weathering those few minutes. Really kind of back and forth play here.
Absolutely. It's exactly, to some extent, right? It's exactly what was missing in the first half. They're putting really good pressure on Winchester. And again, my gut is, Coach Shenna's lineup and formation change did exactly what he wanted.
Absolutely.
It was a set piece away from being perfect.
Nice long throw. Matheson gives chase, but Kiernan will see this all the way out for a goal kick.
My gut says he wasn't shocked that they didn't have as much offense in the first half as they've had in a lot of other games.
I think that was the tactic.
Yeah. But from the lineup standpoint, right, like it did exactly what it was supposed to have done. So, certainly credit to him for going to that in the first half. And then to him and the girls for coming back and getting the quick equalizer in the second.
And almost a win there from Radoslovich, but Winchester does well to break out. Diagonal ball in. Dangerous play there. This is really dangerous. Good hard shot. Mojo Maxwell, great save. Dives to her left. Brilliant work from the junior keeper. Denying, I think that was Luca Ventura, number 12. Good shot from the senior captain. Denied by Maxwell. Corner for the red and black. That ball is towards that far post. Dangerous, really well won by Radoslovich. Important to get that header on. It falls to Stewart. Ryan closes. Good job from June Lawrence. Numbers are up. But it'll be an easy play back to the keeper. Cleared by Corvey. Savage first to it. Brings it down well. Looking for that run behind. Brings the Winchester fans out of their seats, but a harmless shot goes by the near post. Brilliant save from Maxwell, Jeff.
Great save.
Winchester substitution now. 24 and a half minutes left in the match here. Arlington High School. Winchester red and black. Arlington Spy Ponders 1-1 tie at the moment here. Goals by Ellie Kiernan for Winchester and Tessa Mulvey for the Spy Ponders. Unfortunate touch there. And just offside. Mueller now waiting for some numbers to get forward. Driven ball up. And this is one with Spy Ponders leading to be first. A great step from Micah Niles getting out to Radoslovich. Good touch from the junior. Looking for Izzy Matheson. Mitchell now on the far side. Finds Savage in the midfield. Wikramasinghe goes with a heel pass, but only go as far as Izzy Matheson, and Peroni Crompton closed down very quickly by Wikramasinghe. Niles stands her up. Ryan controls. To advance on. Stewart forced in to play it. Savage is back. Goes off of Sems. Sems controls. Stewart now tracked by Radoslovich. Really good work.
Great pressure.
Again, there's Ella Radoslovich. Great pressure, forcing those throw-ins, just creating enough pressure, either getting in the way, blocking passes, or winning possession back. Great job from Ella Radoslovich. Peroni Crompton. Looking for that shot, blocked by red and black, Lila Savage. Good work from the Spy Ponders. Peroni Crompton back in control. Dispossessed quickly though. And a through ball will fall all the way to Mojo Maxwell. Nice punt out, but won by Austin. Savage in the midfield with Ramasinghe. Coney Crompton looks to bring it down, but Kiernan takes over. She'll bring Stewart in on this far side.
Step up.
Niles clears the danger, but only as far as Stewart. Ryan battles and will fall to Carr. Under pressure, though. That's a dangerous play there. Maxwell just over the top. And Jeff, there's when we see another example. You know, opportunity to clear one time. If you try and take a touch, closed down very quickly by Winchester, and they create a really dangerous opportunity. Maxwell off her line. I think Radosevic was back, forces a shot, but you know, anything on target would have been 2-1. Plays out to this near side, good touch. And really dangerous moments here for the Spy Ponders, Jeff.
Yeah. You know, and the other piece, too, in terms of also moving the ball quicker is when Winchester has the ball and it's on their foot and they're around, you know, the 20, 25 yards out, there needs to be more emphasis on closing down. I don't know if it's just watching what's going on or they're stuck sort of trying to prevent something else, but they're giving an awful lot of space to the person with the ball, which is going to be problematic because much like the Spy Ponders, Sachems have the ability to just bury it in the back of the net if you're going to give them that kind of space.
Yeah, Jeff, as we were talking about, you know, getting text in the group chat here, you know, one touch, Winchester just closes fast. Completely agree. So we're at a timeout here, 20:45 left in the match here at Arlington High School. Winchester Red and Black, Arlington Spy Ponders locked in a 1-1 draw. Winchester getting some great chances here in the last minute or so. So probably the right time for Coach Mike Shannon to take a timeout. Interesting rules here in Massachusetts high school soccer. You can take one timeout per half. So opportunity to take a breath, you know, give some coaching pointers, see what tactics we want, you know, the Spy Ponders want to employ here. As they you know, really chase a winner here. I would say they're not playing for a tie. They want to go for the win here.
Definitely.
Definitely. You know, Winchester, I'm sure, not happy at all to concede that goal early on in the second half. And if the past couple minutes are any indicator, they are knocking on the door of the Spy Ponders right now.
Yeah, being king of the obvious and loving to make the stupidest statements of all time on each and every broadcast, I would love to see a Spy Ponders goal. I'd love to see them go up 2-1, and I'd love to see Winchester try to chase and put pressure on them for the last, you know, whatever. 12,
are we supposed to be
objective
objective commentators?
You know, I got a memo earlier in the season about that, and we are. And I'm going to throw that right out the window right now. Really would love to see a Spy Ponders goal.
Whereas Alex Mueller would call it an insurance goal.
An insurance goal,
Not quite an insurance goal. 2-1 is not insurance. But look, as we said, good Middlesex League match here. Teams fighting hard on both sides. And, you know, Winchester unbeaten, only conceded 2 goals coming into this match, conceded the third one. 2 asterisk, have now conceded a third one.
Yeah, and these are fun games.
This should be a fun final 20 minutes and 45 seconds here with Mojo Maxwell about to take the goal kick.
Absolutely.
Goes off of Sems. Good control from Matheson, and this will go all the way to Corby, but Stewart says, I'll take it instead. Pressure applied by Misha Zaikori. Goes back to Austin. Stewart will get it back. Ryan now playing in that midfield role. This will fall to Emma Kiernan. Now up to Sems. Looking for that through ball. Breen well positioned. Finds Coney Crompton. Nice layoff to Niles, but Ramasinghe intercepts. Gets it out towards that far side and does a nice overlap. Radosevic slows things down. Winchester looks to reset. Good step from Mitchell. But now Ryan and Mueller with some opportunities, and Zaikori. Foot race here. And Hermsdorf shows off her speed as this goes all the way to...
Real good speed.
All the way to Corby.
I mean, we know how fast Zaikori is, so that was impressive from their backline player.
And look, I don't want to take anything away from all the Spy Ponders that are playing tonight, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention, Spy Ponders definitely missing the speed of Addie Darling, who's been, had a great season. Unfortunately, he's had to sit out the past couple of games with, I believe, a sore Achilles. But incredible utility player, has played in the back, has played in the midfield, plays up top, and really brings a lot of that speed and aggression that is tailor-made for a game like this.
100%.
Good step from Niles, but with Ramasinghe. We'll see if this will be a throw or a goal kick, and I believe it will be a throw.
Spector's down.
Oh, Inspector is down. Let's hope she's okay. I didn't see what happened, Jeff.
I followed the ball mistakenly. It looked like she got run into at the same time that she was kicking it. I didn't see where the contact was.
So break and play here, 18:43 left. 1-1 match here at Arlington High School. Nervous fans on both sides. Here's the the Winchester boys soccer team leaves the stands to start their warm-up. We see the Arlington boys varsity team on that far side. Spector gets a good hand. She's played a great game so far, been as the back line's been under pressure, but has held really well, not conceding any goals in the run of play.
Yeah.
And actually both goals in set pieces, so neither team conceding in the run of play. So Tessa McCulloch will come in for Avery Spector. Wish Spector the best. Hope she's okay. Good to see her up and walking. I know there may be some extra concern here in the press box.
Yeah. The good part though is if I was sitting in the stands, I'd have to fight the urge to somehow try to run to the far side of the field like she was still a 7-year-old. So at least up here I don't have
some kind of signal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So deep deep in the defensive end for Winchester. First to it is Izzy Matheson. Couple of headers, Peroni Crompton. And she's going to call for a foul on Savage. I do appreciate the refs have been really definitive where the free kicks are. They've been quick at the whistles.
They've controlled the game very well. I mean, compared to how physical the first matchup was.
Holmsdorf with a long searching ball. Carr under pressure. Breen is back. And Breen is taken out hard, and ref says play on, surprisingly. And good block by Dahlia Carr. I tell you, Jeff, I'm not sure if I've seen a player get knocked down and fouled as much as Lucia Breen without getting the calls.
Agreed.
Not just in this game, but just so many times. Good hard-driven crossing with the left foot. Peroni Crompton just advances that. So they look to clear the lines like Corey steps in, but kind of easily taken by Kiernan. And there's Breen again. Peroni Crompton plays into Kiernan. She gets by a couple. Nice flick on. And a nice shot, but offside call there. Important for the Spy Ponder offense defense to stay organized and clear the lines when they can. Mueller goes up towards Matheson, and she and Ryan just watch it get played by Winchester. Ryan puts pressure under Hermsdorf, forces it to Matheson, looks to get a shot off, blocked. Zykori battles, and this header will fall to Winchester. Mueller, though, looking to get it towards Peroni Crompton. Kiernan steps in, and nice touch there from Gigi Fantini. But Radosovic, who's really been in the right place all match. Ryan intercepts. Ryan looking to use her speed. Will stop go there. Takes to the corner. Wins the throw in deep in the Spy Ponder end. Hannah Stern in the match for Izzy Matheson. Any updates from the sideline, Jeff?
I got nothing.
Breen, throw towards Zykori. Stern now, looking to lay it off. A nice idea from Hannah Stern. McCulloch called into action for the first time. Nice play, though, from Winchester. And nice try on the turn there, but McCulloch recovers well, as does Carr. And Carr almost keeps it in play. Will be a Winchester throw.
Well,
they take it quickly. The ref says you have to take it again, and there's a handball. Inadvertent.
looks like she's coming back in.
Good to see Spector coming back in the game. That's the news from the sideline.
That's the news from the sideline.
So Mueller with 15, just over 15 minutes left, drives one into Ellie Kiernan, but nice job from Stern. And she and Zykori just not on the same page. She thought Zykori was going for the corner, but nice job from Hannah Stern, taking that ball off of Kiernan. Nice long throw. Radosvich does get a head in, and there's McCulloch.
Well done.
Radosvich back to McCulloch, but won by Red and Black, and Niles looks to advance, but it will go out for a Winchester throw. The Spy Ponders do look to hustle back and goes over Niles. Carr will let this go all the way to Mojo Maxwell. Smart play, good team defense. Inside 15 minutes now. Good punt out for Maxwell, but Winchester is first to it. Good takedown from Lila Savage.
Off.
And that one is onside. No, the ref signaled onside. I think that 21 on that far side, who the ball was played to, Gigi Fantini, was on 16 here, more on the near side. Sophie Shapiro, likely offside, but was not interfering at all with the play.
Sorry. Okay, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, so well refereed. Towards Radosvich, does get the advance on and goes off the foot of Mitchell. Spector back in the game. Matheson will come back in as well. Give Testimony Crompton a break. I talked about Addie Darling. The other injury, we've not seen her all season, but she had a brilliant season last year, was Hannah Berry. Probably one of the best touches I've seen in a high school soccer player. And again, not to take anything away from the players in the field, but that level of control on the ball in the midfield, I'll be coming back to Arlington High School next fall to see her play for sure. Breen now, really well done, Lucy Breen. Up against senior captain Luca Ventura, first year. Playing good defense, she's called into action again and wins the throw-in.
The other thing with Barry was, in addition to the touch and the speed, she was a bulldozer. And doing it as a sophomore, right? Like the way she could handle the physical play in the middle of the field, I found super impressive last year.
Well, after I think breaking the JV team record for goals, which had 13 goals her JV season, much of the chagrin of Brian Ryan, who held what she thought was a previous record with 10, demolished by Hannah Berry. But some good possession here for the Red and Black, but that play fizzles out as it goes off of Austin all the way to Mojo Maxwell. A nice touch from the Red and Black. As McCulloch and Radosvich cannot come away with it. Dangerous here. But not all that dangerous. Sun going down on shady Pierce Field here. 11:32 left. This 1-1 draw between Arlington Spy Ponders and Winchester Red and Black. Mojo Maxwell to go towards the sideline over Radosvich's head. Good hustle and pressure from Elorad. Good step from Carr. So important, Jeff, to be first to those balls.
Which I think the Spiders have done a much better job of in the second half. Not they weren't doing, I thought they did fine in the first half, but I think the second half they've been a half step faster.
Rick Ramasing back in the game. We'll give Luca Ventura a break. No rest for Lucy Breen, having to switch from one senior captain to another in the defense. But the first year definitely up to it. Elise Keneally in the match. Ball there. Stern looks to chase down from Izzy Matheson. Mitchell forced to play out, but well done from Winchester keeping it in play. Grace Wilhoit on that far side, and Niles lofts that out. Stern does well to keep it in. Good foot. Falls to Emma Kiernan, back to Hermsdorf. Stewart. And unlucky, Stern was right there. Stern's done a nice job anticipating those turns from Winchester and being in that right place, almost intercepted that one. Winchester again with a throw in front of the scores table. Won by Niles, taken by Wick Ramasing. Radoslavich clears the lines. Searching ball towards this near side. We track down by Gabby Hermsdorf. And closed down quickly by Ryan.
Late whistle.
Yeah, so Jeff, that too, credit to the referee. So she saw the foul from Ryan. Fair play, fair call, and was waiting to see how the play developed and saw that might have been in the advantage of the Spy Pounders. But good interception from Stern. Looking for Keneally.
Touch.
Elise Keneally in a foot race with Mitchell. Wins a throw deep in the Spy Ponder end. And great stuff from Hannah Stern. The ref was looking to play advantage. When it didn't happen, called the foul. Good reffing. Deep throw for Lucy Breen. Looked to flick on by Keneally, but it comes back to Mueller. Mueller looks to advance, goes out of play. Go over Breen and advanced on. And it will be a throw-in for the red and black. Sarah Stewart now. Austin wants it short. Hermsdorf just plays forward, and Breen is first to it. Ryan battles with Austin. Unlucky there. It'll be a quick throw, Lily Austin. Really dangerous play. Great move around Niles by, I think that was Sophie Shapiro, and lashes a left-footed shot across the face of Maxwell's goal. Spector, hard throw into the feet of Winchester, but Radoslavich is there, and now Mueller. But shut down by Stewart, and now Winchester with some numbers here. Awesome with some room to operate. We'll go up against Breen. Ryan back. Now Kiernan. Kiernan again.
Talk.
And that's where we need a lot of, I completely agree with you, Jeff. Someone's got to really take control, and that would have been Dolly Carr's ball all day. Shut down quickly by Kiernan. Keneally, though, still in the play. Stewart does a nice job turning. Awesome plays back to Hermsdorf. Good pressure from Elise Keneally. Mitchell now looking to switch fields. Wick Ramasing. Good hard control from the red and black. Wick Ramasing gets it back. Keeps possession to Kiernan. Closed but keeps possession. Looking for that diagonal ball. Really dangerous here. Great job from Bryn Ryan.
What a great job tracking back.
But Carr not quick enough to get rid of it. Lucy Breen has to be called in.
Fantastic job by Ryan.
And with 6.5 minutes here, red and black really putting the pressure on. Critical tackle.
And at least from what I could tell, both Ryan, and I'm not sure who the second defender was, but both of them did a great job playing the ball.
Absolutely.
There was very little, if any, contact with the body.
No shouts for penalties from the players or the fans. Really nice win. Falls back to Stewart. She'll just look to hoof it towards the top of the box. Won by Mueller. There's Radoslavich again. Rick Ramasing is back.
Go on. Good.
Dangerous here. Wow. And Savage puts it right at Mojo Maxwell.
I think if you give Savage 10 shots at that, she doesn't put more than one right at the goalie like she did on that.
Critical save from Mojo Maxwell. I'm sure Savage will want that one back. Crony Crompton in the match now, playing up top. Exchanges with Izzy Matheson. Ryan does well. Good battle from Sarah Stewart. Matheson pressures. Savage needs to get past Niles. And Breen's got to beware of this player on the far side. I think it's Shapiro. Good job from Mueller. Now with Ramasing. Dangerous. And wide. Goal kick. Inside 5 minutes, Jeff. Winchester, 2 huge missed opportunities there that they would love back.
Yeah, this is the pressure from Winchester that I feel like we're used to seeing game after game after game.
Again, this is ball out to the near side here to Shapiro, and she is called offside. Winchester fans very unhappy with that. I wouldn't mind Weezy Mueller taking her time a bit here. So refs asked her to move back. Driven ball. Falls to Peroni Crompton. Looks to play Ryan, but it's going to be a bit too heavy. Goes to Corvey. Like to see Spy Ponders midfielders get back and play some defense. And well done from Matheson being first, but stepped up from Winchester. Wins that out to Wick Ramasing. Radoslavich is back. Will Hoyt finds Wick Ramasing. Nice layoff from Savage. Will Hoyt again gets past Radoslavich. Peroni Crompton. Mitchell, though. No one there for the Spy Ponders. Looking for that tag of ball. Nice job by Carr. Ball in behind. Mitchell wins it, but Ryan is there. Wins the throw and wants to take it quick. Hermsdorf forced to play out. And Jeff, I know Winchester has had these great opportunities here in the last couple minutes, but I love Spy Ponders, Bryn Ryan wanting to play that quick, wanting to go for that winner. They're not shutting down. They're not playing for the tie.
No, absolutely not.
Will Hoyt looks to clear the lines. Mueller does well. Niles touches it to Spector. Finds McCulloch. Mitchell just tries to go across, searching ball, won by June Lawrence. And Lawrence can't find the foot of a teammate, but this will fall to Carr. Good control from Dahlia Carr. And equal control from June Lawrence. And Ryan now, foot race. Ryan!
What's the call?
I'm not sure what the call was. To me, that was an advantage play. I'm not sure if they're calling it on Ryan. And Ryan does win the free kick. I'm not sure why they didn't play advantage, Jeff.
Absolutely. I mean,
I thought that ball was rolling towards the goal and Ryan was in. Look, I've not said anything about the referees all game. We had a horrible refereeing mistake in the game at Winchester. And not to say that this is a horrible mistake, but surprising that was not like just seeing the play develop.
I mean, at that point, it's Ryan against nobody walking into the goal.
Right?
I mean, as long as she picked up where the ball was, which it looked like she did.
So just want this shot on target, Jeff. Peroni Crompton giving Matheson some instructions. I'm not sure why that play happened. Unfortunate, real wasted opportunity for the Spy Ponders.
Yeah.
And will be a throw deep in the Spy Ponder end. Got about a minute and a half left on my watch, Jeff. Prony Crompton can't get that towards the danger area. It'd be a goal kick for Winchester. Corvey looking to take this quickly. Hey, Jeff, I want to go back to VAR. I know you can't, the ref blew the whistle, so you can't, advantage is not a reviewable play, not that we have VAR. But I will be interested to look at that play after the game, as well as talk to Ryan, what she thought.
Yeah. I mean, the ref clearly knows how to play advantage because she's done it once or twice earlier in the game. That would seem to be a perfect example of when it should have been given.
Ryan puts it towards the middle, falls to the foot of Izzy Matheson. And ref plays advantage there. Had not played advantage before with Ryan, which is surprising. Good track back from Breen, slows things down. And would love to see Prony Crompton and Matheson, who's one of the central midfielders, get back and play, but this is going to go all the way to Mojo Maxwell with what I'm seeing is about 20 seconds left in the match. Pumped out from Maxwell. Ryan looks to challenge. Will fall to Kiernan. Now Austin, but there's Ryan. Shut down by Kiernan. Green again, dumped. And I've got over 5 minutes on my watch. And Winchester fans calling for a send it. Here's Wickrama saying. Blocked. And Mitchell. Onside. Austin. And that is the match. Jeff, hard-fought Middlesex League match. Thought that Ryan had the opportunity for the winner there inside about 2 minutes to play. Unfortunate, didn't get the great opportunity or even shot on target in that set piece. I'm not even sure what the call was. If the Swipe Hunters thought it was indirect, which is why Prony Crompton looked to play it. To me, that kind of foul, like take a shot on target, take your opportunity.
Yeah. But
regardless, look, great job from the Spy Ponders. They come out on the front foot in the second half, win a couple of free kicks. Mueller hits a hard shot at Corvey, forces a tough save. Tessa Mulvey in the right place, getting her first varsity goal in a critical match. So congrats to Tessa Mulvey. Winchester likely very disappointed not having converted a couple of really big opportunities in the final 10 minutes. But Spy Ponders think can hold their heads high, getting a 1-1 draw against an unbeaten team and forcing only their third conceded goal of the season.
Yeah. Everything you said, would have loved. I'd love to line them all back up and just get one crack at that free kick. It was a great game. It's what you hope for every time you show up at the field. It was a result. It's a tie. Not what they wanted, but it was a good game. Very well played, both halves. And again, thinking about what happened in that first game, I think, arguably, I would argue, I think Arlington probably played a little bit better than they did in that first game because Winchester completely ran them that first half of that first game, and that did not happen today. I mean, they had those moments for the last 10 or 15, but again, I think Arlington has a lot to be proud of with that game.
Absolutely. No, good takeaways. Really like the tactical changes from Coach Mike Shen. I think shaking things up in that second half definitely caught maybe Winchester a bit unaware and contributed to that tying goal. And look, good defensive plays. We saw Alina McCulloch block a shot. We saw Bryn Ryan back. Mojo Maxwell with some critical saves.
Alina McCulloch?
Yeah, Alina, as I said.
Oh, I thought you said Tessa. I'm sorry.
And Alina McCulloch. Maybe I said Tessa. Alina McCulloch for sure. And a little bit of luck on some missed opportunities from Winchester as well. So for ACMi Sports, this is Phil Ryan alongside Jeff Spector, Jonathan Carr on the camera, Lewis McCulloch as well. Appreciate all the help from ACMi Sports, producer Jeff Monroe. We're going to take a break, and in about 17 minutes and 52 seconds, the Arlington Spy Ponder boys varsity team will take on Winchester in the second game of this doubleheader night here at Pierce Field.
And then I think right here. Hey, Tom.
Hi, how are you doing?
Oh, wow, I can hear you.
You can hear me good.
All right. John, do you want these or no? You probably don't need these. Do you want those? Is it live?
Yep, we're live. We're live.
Oh, wow. Hey, we're live. We're nothing if not professional, Tom. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a Wednesday night. It is October 9th. It's a chilly, perfect fall evening here in Arlington, Massachusetts at Pierce Field. I'm Josh Katzman here with Tom Clordy, and we are here for the Winchester Arlington Battle Royale.
That's right. Last game, Winchester snuck away with a 2-0 victory. It was a tough game for Arlington, but it was on a very unlucky field for Arlington over in Winchester.
And Tom, it is an unlucky field in Winchester. However, good news for the Spy Ponders. They have been on a tear since that sort of heartbreaking 2-0 loss. They just clinched a playoff berth, guaranteed playoff berth, with a win over Watertown on Monday. Winchester sliding in the power rankings a little bit. Arlington ranked about 13 places ahead of them in the mid-20s. Winchester sort of deep in the 30s, playing for the automatic playoff berth by reaching 500. Arlington starting with the ball today. I think we're going to see, if I have to predict, Tom, I'm going to say a 3-1 victory for Arlington tonight.
We can hope.
We can hope. And right off the bat, Arlington sends it deep into the Winchester end. And it's picked up right there by Captain, I think, Johnny Pang.
That's right. Over to Quincy. It's Peter.
And right off the bat, just seconds into the game, high intensity. Quincy Cotter bringing it down the line. Earns a deep Arlington throw. Seeing Nolan Koopman coming in. We were just talking to his father, John, who's on the camera for us. We were discussing Nolan's proclivity for a long-distance throw-in this year. And it does. Yeah, so Nolan's taking this. This is going to be the equivalent of a corner kick, a little further back, about 15 yards from the goal. But Arlington pushes 5 guys in towards the box. Koopman gets it in about to the mid and cleared off the head of a Winchester defender. And Keegan Maxwell, good moves, gets the cross. It's back post, and the Winchester keep picks it up. A dangerous play potentially building for Arlington. So well played by the Winchester keep.
Yeah, Arlington off to a good start here.
And Tom, one of the things that's exciting, we saw Clark Lee's father, Clark, and both of our sons used to play a little bit of soccer together in SFC. Clark now a freshman at Vanderbilt, and
that's right.
And has photo evidence of Vanderbilt's incredible win against Alabama this past weekend.
Yeah, maybe incriminating evidence, but evidence nonetheless.
Incredible nonetheless as well. So good to see the Lee family still involved in Winchester soccer.
Yeah, younger brothers on the field here. Don't know which number. Maybe number 8 right there.
Marvin Lee is number 8. Junior, yep. Marvin Lee.
Looks like he's playing his brother's position, holding midfielder.
So, Clark, if you're watching, you taught your brother well. And there's a clear up, and here we go. A little long ball. Shea comes out, picks it up, and directs the team, says, hey, let's figure this out. Rolls it out. Aiden Connolly coming back after a broken foot, which he broke, I believe, Tom, against Winchester.
Yep. I don't think it was I think someone stamped on his foot. I think it was honest play. Unintentional accident. But great to see Aiden back in, and he just got his first touch on the ball. I actually had a chance to talk to him this weekend a little bit, and I know he was excited. Offsides from Winchester, but as they countered Arlington's quick start, so definitely Winchester trying to put the pressure back on. Very fast-paced game so far, Tom. Of all the games I've watched Arlington play this season, so far these first 3 minutes have been kind of some of the fastest in terms of speed of play that I've seen so far this season. Yeah. I know Arlington really wants this one because they felt like the other one got away from them.
It's one thing you can always be sure of is when Arlington and Winchester play each other, both teams are there's a little extra motivation in the touches and in the desire to come out on top.
Up a giveaway there.
Long ball in. Aiden Connolly using his speed. Shields, but good touch by the Winchester striker, and Shea picks it up off an attempted cross. So both goalies getting involved early. Nice to see for their sake, as this evening is going to get a little chillier. I was talking to the Winchester coach about that. Shea, superb punt.
Keegan fights for it. Sam
Neal, great ball into Keegan. Keegan with a touch. Brings it back out into the box, drops it off to Quincy. Quincy plays it back to Rohan. Rohan into the middle to Johnny Pang. Some pressure immediately on Pang. Brings it out wide. Looking, gets it off to Rohan on the side. Rohan pulls it back, plays it back to Nolan Koopman. Good reset by Arlington, looking for the opportunity, not rushing anything. And Aiden Connolly bringing it in. Looked long for Sam Neal, making the run. Broken up by the Winchester defender, number 3. We have number 3, Ronan O'Hara, a sophomore.
Ooh, nice steal there by
steal
Jacob
by Naylor.
Still with it.
Holding it, shielding, pulls it in, still holding the ball, gets it back, and there's a deep throw. Won't be surprised if Koopman comes in for this.
Yeah, so you weren't there the other night, so
was not there on Monday.
On Monday, so the way Arlington actually won was on a corner kick, unassisted by Jacob Naylor, into the top left corner.
Direct off the corner.
Dropped off the corner.
Unbelievable. Sam Neal with a strike, and that just sails a little bit wide.
Yeah, so you don't see that very often.
You don't. That is incredible. I wish I had made it to the game against Watertown for that. That is I think the only time I've ever heard of that in a high school Arlington high school game. And
one of the parents, what was funny is one of the parents was saying at the time, one of the Arlington girls had the same thing happen and said maybe this would happen. And Miley Headland called it. It happened right second after.
The Headlands have been around Arlington soccer for a long time.
Yeah, some sort of voodoo.
If they say something, if they make a prediction, it's you should heed Peter and Miley's predictions. And right here, quick throw in by Ronan up to Quincy. And good ball off, and Sam Neal making the run. He's beaten the sophomore defender. Colt pulls it back in, takes a shot, and it's in the near post underneath the goalie. 1-0 Arlington, 6 minutes into this game. Great offensive play by Arlington.
Goalie almost had it, just threaded the needle right there.
Threading the needle. Great solid play, though. The quick throw in by Rohan up to Quincy, who dished it off to Sam Neal, making the run down the line. Nice overlap. Classic. Paige Foster would be proud of that play from these boys.
Yeah, great start to the game.
And she would probably call them lads as well. Paige, we were lucky enough to have Paige up in the booth with us against for the boys' game against BC High this weekend. So, Paige, they must have listened to your commentary, and they took some clues and cues from what you said.
What was her big takeaway?
Her big takeaway was about making runs like that and trying to spread the ball out and trying to basically exactly like the goal was just scored.
Yeah, I've noticed Sam Neal has moved from the beginning of the season. He was playing in the center. He's moved out wide.
Great play here by by Keegan Maxwell. He's taking on 3 guys, looking for a foul. Doesn't get it. Good touch by Rohan into the middle to Quincy. Quincy off to Sam Neal, trying to get around his sophomore defender again. Little shove in the back. No call by the ref. Sam's got 2 defenders. Dishes off to Quincy, who gets it back to Rohan. Rohan looking for options. Plays it back to Nolan Koopman. Koopman back up to the middle to Johnny Pang. Johnny bringing it across the middle off to Aiden Connolly. Looking for options, back to Pang. Good control from the boys right here. No one rushing it. Alex Burke plays it back to Shea for a little reset.
Now the thing to watch for Winchester is the way they won the last game is Arlington had most of the ball, but they have a few very fast strikers that did balls over the top and they beat them. So I think that's their game plan here. I can't remember who scored, but it might have been number 13 out there.
And if sounds like following that game, coach made a few adjustments, including putting the junior Rohan McAuliffe in the back line. Rohan known for some exceptional speed, so perhaps that's one of the strategies that the team will have this this game. Quick throw by Rohan, who is on number 13 right there. Sort of the ball popped over Rohan.
He's listening to us.
He is. We have sophisticated technology to, live feed into all the players' ears because our commentary is superb and technically savvy. Johnny Pang in the middle. Had a running Rohan, but gets Sam Neal. And Rohan with the overlap. Can Sam Neal find him? Crosses the field instead. Gets it over to Quincy.
That's Jacob there?
That's Jacob. Yep. Oh.
Similar haircuts.
To
Peter on the edge.
That must make you proud to see Peter fighting in there. Proud or nervous? Which do you think is or what emotion as a parent of a player on the field? I often had many emotions during the game.
Well, your son played defense. Defense is a nervous position for both players and parents. Probably more for parents. There's more glory and less risk up top.
Jacob looking for that big left foot. Little heavy. Gets it, passes it beyond Sam Neal. So Winchester throwing, trying to set something out. Arlington, after a good counter from Winchester after the initial surge by Arlington, Winchester kind of is having to deal with a big surge from Arlington here. And obviously the goal. 10 minutes down.
Winchester on the counter here.
And again, you can see that speed on display. There's a shove in the back. Looks like Peter just drew a foul right there. Or Peter earned a foul. So Winchester about 35 yards out from the goal. Lining up. They have nearly everybody up. There's 2, 4, 6, 7 Winchester players at the top of the box or very near it, including some of their defenders. So Winchester going all in on this. Tries to get it over, and Johnny Pang able to clear the ball. This ball's still in, though, and here one of the center back makes a big run. And there's the turn. Good play by Connolly to get it out, but put back in by Winchester. That's going to sail just wide. So Arlington throw deep in the end. Rohan gets it, puts it into Koopman. Koopman turns. Sends that ball up, but broken up by Winchester. Johnny Pang battling with number 8. I believe that's our friend Marvin Lee.
It's a good name.
Johnny the Flash Pang taking on Marvin Lee. Marvin Lee, that is a good name. Yeah. Winchester putting something together, but good tackle by Rohan there. Just played solid, played the ball. Oh, Quincy almost had streaking Sam Neal down the near touch. Ball played back to Winchester, number 5, senior Ethan Areco.
Ooh, here we go.
And Areco manages to battle Naylor and keep Naylor from getting a breakaway right there. Alex Burke on the sideline, sends it up, keeps it in. Well done by Burke. And Peter had a defender coming back on him. Number 4 from Winchester also looks quite speedy. That is the sophomore Cole Queenan. Koopman looking for options. Good control, good patience. Naylor gets it. Plays it back to Burke. Burke cuts in. Good patience from Arlington. Seeing him play the ball back, set it up, not rushing. Shea gets that ball back up, but cleared back in by Winchester. Going to be a foul right there. Pang knew it immediately. Accidental, not intentional. So number 12 for Winchester going to be taking this. Number 12 is senior Thomas Barlows. I wonder if he goes by Tommy or Tom. What were you ever Tommy?
I was a Tommy for a long time.
You were a Tommy.
Yeah, I was a Tommy. I was never Thomas though.
Oh, good ball. A little heavy by Neal. Heads to the Winchester keeper, but he saw Peter Clorty rushing down the far line. Here's Ronan. Plays it back to Ethan Areco. And there's it's into the middle to Naylor, off his head to Keegan. Oh, Keegan. Oh, it would have been nice little header down the middle. And I think one of the takeaways that Coach Page was talking about was the in the middle third, like keeping control in the middle third and trying to set things up from the middle third. The boys against BC High seemed like they were kind of getting stuck in that middle third, and just plays like this, right, where Rohan coming up the line and then almost got Sam Neal. But that's exactly the kind of play that Coach Page was talking about, where they weren't setting those kind of plays up, where no one was coming in for support against BC High, so they weren't getting as many offensive opportunities. But right there, well done by Rohan, and he gets back to cover and clears it wide, give the team a little breathing room. He had number 26 breathing down his neck there, junior Ryan Ellington Heisler.
That's out. Yeah, there's a lot of, if you watch that film, there's a lot of off-the-ball play in that BC High game, if you didn't know, if you watched it.
I have not gone back and watched it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, you know.
And there's Keegan. Can he keep it in? This is a battle right here. Look at this. Brings it deep. Heavy touch, and trying to get the corner for Arlington. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get his foot on it to deflect off the Winchester defender. Good hustle from number 5. That is Ethan Erico. Sorry, Ethan, for mispronouncing your last name. And there seems like that's kind of the heavy touch by Koopman. Could be dangerous, but Shea handles it. Seems like that's the kind of play that you were saying got Winchester their
exactly.
2 goals.
Yep. Because they have some speed up top.
The run and gun plague. The run and gun does well if you've got some speed up top. Nice control right here. Peter bringing it down the wing, back into the middle, but broken up by the Winchester defenders. There's Ethan, and there's Sam Neal getting back on D. Quincy calling for it. Sam's got some options. He's got 3 guys up ahead. Takes a long drive that sails to the left of the goal. But good to see the numbers for Arlington up there. Again, that the last game that I saw, the BC High game, one of the things Coach Page did notice was, sometimes like Sam might be moving up or somebody would be making a run and there wasn't quite as much support. But right there, had 3-4 guys up there with him. And there's a throw-in from sophomore defender, Ronan. And it's coming back Winchester's way. Winchester marching up the field. Number 6 for Winchester, that is Jonah Siegel.
And we're on the counter here. Sam Neal.
Ooh, trying to thread the needle for Keegan. Would have been. He saw it. Like to see that. Like to see the boys thinking of those plays right there. One of those or a couple of those are going to get through tonight. Winchester resetting. And there's the long ball. Step by Rohan. Winchester setting up, but there's Naylor. Gets it deep. Oh, good stretch. Got just barely able to get his foot on was Ethan to break up that long ball from Naylor. Naylor, after his successful corner, was trying to look like he thought one of his teammates was going to be making a different run.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe he thought, hey, I got a corner kick direct on goal. Maybe I'm going to go for a throw-in now direct on goal. Although I did learn Saturday also that would not be allowed unless it was touched. Oh. And look at this. Here comes some speed for Arlington on the far side. That's Peter Clorty. That's your son. Drops it off to Keegan, who
hits it just outside. Just outside. Well done by Peter to get that shot for Keegan. And it gets stuck in the top triangle there. Beautiful play by Arlington. Yeah, Arlington asking questions.
And right here, Arlington, just keeping the pressure on, which is good to see. Because again, this is always a special game for these guys, and especially after a 2-0 loss in the first game, the lads are excited to come back and try to get the W from this. Good patient play.
Yeah, some of that is that a lot of these kids have played on club teams together. They played against each other for years in youth teams, so they know each other.
Yes. So these are mostly guys who have been playing against each other since travel teams started in 3rd grade, largely. So it's for the seniors. This is going to be it, right? This will be the culmination of their battles against each other. It was, I will say, as a father of a recent grad of Arlington soccer, when I went to talk to the coach and get their lineup today, I was looking for all the guys who I knew from the years of soccer, and they weren't there anymore because they are off at places like Vanderbilt tearing down football goals.
Yeah, I heard a couple of them are at Providence College, Ronan, and who is our old goalie? Colin, yep, Providence College.
Good cover there by Connolly, getting back to give some support to Rohan. I think, as you were saying, that battle right there, number 13 for Winchester and Rohan, that's going to be a key battle all night tonight. So number 13 on Winchester is Tom Duvall, junior Tom Duvall. So
they'll battle again next year.
So looks like a goal kick. Winchester arguing for the corner, but ref says no. That's going Arlington's way. Shea taking his time, looking for options. Interesting to note, Arlington, every single goal kick on Saturday, I don't know if they did this on Monday, was a short goal kick.
Yeah, I think that's the philosophy, kind of.
And Quincy beating his defender, beating Tom Duvall there. The wing who's battling with Rohan. Quincy got by him, and he gets the Arlington throw. Drops it into Rohan. Rohan into Keegan. Back to Rohan. Nice little play by Rohan there. And unfortunately, I think...
Keegan makes it.
And looks like it's going to be a goal kick. I think, not sure, but I think some of the Arlington players, I think Fernando Barrientos may be sick and out. So I know there's, and he's sitting there with his dad. I always like to mention the purveyors of La Victoria on Medford Street in Arlington.
And the one-armed man has entered the game, Mr. Gideon Lawrence, with a broken hand here.
Gideon has a lot, and Jacob Naylor taking a long ball. We know he can score from there. So what happened to Gideon, Tom? Sounds like you might know.
He broke his hand in the BC High game. I'm not exactly sure how.
Oh my goodness!
But he's still able to play. He's had a bunch of injuries this season, but I've known Gideon since 3rd grade, and always a dangerous, creative player. If you can see him get the ball to his feet, he's going to do something with it.
He came in and made a difference for, I believe, the tying goal.
And we also got Dennis
Keneally came in again. Some speed on the opposite side on the far touch.
These are ex-Madness players from the back in the day.
Ooh, going deep into the file. Good ball right here. It's a foot race. Rohan getting some separation and clears it, buys some time for Arlington. Rohan right there getting some separation from number 9, Casey Trumbauer. That was pretty cool to see him just put a few yards between him and the Winchester attacker. Battling here. Good solid battle. Turn it. Looks like maybe a little too much contact from the Winchester player. So we got a foul. Have some young ball kids on the side, Tom.
Yep.
You've helped out with the in that position this year.
Yeah, these guys are doing great. Much better than I do. They look like they're in a little bit better shape, I'd have to say. A little more ready for the game.
It's good to see the kids getting involved, and
I think this is the 5th grade team, the Eagles.
Ooh, not the Madness.
Not the Madness.
The Madness they're no more.
The Madness are no more.
The Madness is gone.
But it's a good name. If anyone wants to take it over, they can be Madness too.
Oh, better than Eagles?
It's
Sam Neal. Great ball by Johnny Peng. Sam Neal keeps it in, coming down the line. This could be a good, dangerous play for Arlington, but good, solid, patient defense by Winchester. Now they're on the counter. Rohan steps. Great, solid tackle by Rohan. Turns. Good turn by Rohan. Ball trickles out, though. Excellent little back and forth right there. Solid defense from both teams on that play, on that possession. Quincy gets it off his head to Johnny Pang. Cleared, and here we go. Into the middle. And number 10 off to Ronan, the defender, the Winchester defender. There's Marvin Lee in the middle. Good touch, but 2 Arlington defenders take that away. Cleared by Koopman.
Gideon looking to
and
challenge.
Gideon with some great pressure, keeping it on the goalie, trying to force the turnover. Another solid tackle by Rohan, who gets bumped in the back.
A little off the ball play there by number 10.
Gideon sets it back up to Rohan, looking for his options, gets it all the way across to Keneally. Keneally back to Alex Burke. Alex Burke, nice ball into Naylor, who with a nice touch pass to Keneally. He gets that cross off to Naylor's foot, and it trickles just wide. Beautiful, beautiful series by the Spy Pandas.
Yeah, just wishing someone had Sam saw that coming, maybe a run to the back post, but a little too late.
Surprised Gideon was not flying Superman style to get his head on that as it trickled by the far post. And a short goal kick by Winchester too. Yeah, that seems to be a re-emerging technique or strategy.
Well, I think now that we have, even at the high school level, goalies that can really handle the ball. Because you can always pass back to them. Back in the old days, that was not the case.
I was a goalie through 9th grade.
And would we ever pass the ball back to you, Josh?
I am a terrible soccer player because I was in goal because of my height. Yep. That was the only attribute I brought to the game of soccer. And for a while, I enjoyed being keeper. But here's Rohan.
Arlington with some good possession here.
Johnny Pang sees Gideon and tried to get it to him, but broken up by number 20.
And watch 13 here. That's the player I think they're aiming for.
And it looks like Rohan knows his task this evening is to stay on number 13, very close, not let him get those breakaways. Tom Duvall. And Tom Duvall subbed out. Coming in is number 7 for Winchester. That is Sean Kinyanju, a junior.
Okay.
Dennis Keneally goes up against three white shirts there. It looks like Andres came in for Keegan Maxwell up top as well. I don't know if that's
yeah, well, it looks like Gideon is back out. So, oh no, Gideon's moved out wide.
There.
Gideon moved out wide, yep.
Johnny Pang gets it wide to Sam Neal, gets a good first touch, cuts back to the middle, trying to get Keneally on the far touch. Keneally comes back to scoop it up, plays it back to Nate Dobro, who's also in the game now. Plays it back to Alex Burke, back to Dobro. Dobro takes his time. He's got space. Looking to get into the middle. Gets it off Andres' back. And here's Johnny Pang scooping it up in the middle. Can hear the boys calling drop, drop, drop. Johnny Pang keeps possession. Turns. Gets around his defender and has some space. He's making his run. Gets it off to Andres. Andres at the top of the box right here to Gideon. Gideon takes a strike. Bounces off the Winchester defender. And we got a deep Arlington throw. Here's Koopman coming in. This is going to be a semi-corner kick-esque. No, it's a quick play into Dobro. Dobro tries to play it into the middle, and Andres putting the pressure on. I guess that ball might have scooted across, so we have a Winchester goal kick. And looks like a Peter Clorty coming in for Sam Neal. As a left winger.
Oh, it looks like so Gideon has dropped back to more of the number 10 position here.
I got to study up on the numbers of the positions. Should probably know those.
Ooh, dangerous.
Great pressure from Andres. Winchester manages to clear, but not under a little bit of duress. And Connolly keeps it though. Little push and great solid tackle by the Winchester line.
Yep.
And
good idea to clear that.
Alex Burke clears it, slows the play down a little bit. Winchester has 8 guys up near or in the Arlington box.
Oh, dangerous play here. Oh.
Shea gets a leg on that. Great save by Shea. And here's Andres. Doesn't get to that ball. There's another entry pass from the Winchester. Great ups by Gideon. Winchester showing some signs, but see if Rohan can lead a counter right here. Good control possession, gets it up to Andres. Andres a little heavy for Peter. Manages to scoot it back to the Winchester keeper, but great
Definitely
series.
The best chance of the night for Winchester.
Absolutely. Shea on top of his game, stuck his foot out, sort of fell off to his left, got his foot out, and there's that long ball right here. Alex Burke kept the pressure on. Alex Burke looks like he might have been beaten by a step, but managed to sort of get a little motion, something to distract the player.
That's the play to look out for against Winchester. That's how they scored both their goals last game.
So Cole Queenan had sort of snuck behind the Arlington line off a long ball, and looks like the added pressure from Burke as he was coming down forced him to kick that ball off the side of his foot, sent it well over the net. But again, Winchester showing signs of life with 11 minutes to go in the half. Good step by Koopman. And right here, Koopman gets it up to Gideon. Gideon gets it across to Dennis Kinley, but good step by the Winchester defender, but Nate Dobro picks it up, has a little bit of space, gets it across to Johnny Pang. Johnny Pang sees Dennis Keneally wide, and Winchester defender gets it off his head.
There's Toadie's got it.
Dennis Keneally, couple of dribbles off his head. There's going to be a foul right there on Gideon. Gideon saying sorry about that. At least I'm gonna assume that's what they're saying to each other.
That looked friendly.
Gideon, I also have known Gideon for quite some time. Had the opportunity to coach him a little bit. I think with you actually.
Yep. On our abbreviated COVID season.
Abbreviated 7th, 8th grade COVID season, and Gideon is a gentleman, if nothing else, on the field. I don't think Gideon has much malice in him. Intense, competitive player, but no malice. And here's Alex Burke right here. Again, good setup by Winchester. That ball might go a little deep, but good cross. And looks like we got a goal kick.
Yep.
Fortunate for Arlington. 9.5 to play in the first. Shea slowing things down a little.
And we got Jacob coming back in for Gideon. Gideon got a nice stint there.
Ball's in to Koopman. Again, the short. Plays it over to Johnny Pang. Johnny Pang out wide to Burke.
Winchester's pressing high here.
And Winchester looks like they're keeping 3 defenders back, and sometimes looks like on number 3. And here we go. Dennis Keneally with off to the races. Slide. The Winchester defender goes down to the ground to get that ball out. So if I'm analyzing the positioning of Winchester, it looks like they're keeping 2 guys back and letting their wing backs kind of come up.
Dangerous
and move
ball.
in. And Winchester on the counter. Great hustle by Rohan to put some pressure on. Forces that ball wide. Gets the turnover. And gets the ball back in quickly. And Winchester back on the attack. And there it is. Just over the foot of Connolly. Alex Burke. Solid D. No call by the ref. I think
that's the play we need to pay attention to.
Gets the it's a corner kick for Winchester, but solid play by Burke to not draw the penalty there. Dangerous, and as the parent of a former defender, those are the ones where, as a parent, you don't feel great. And actually, my son last year drew
Peter heads it back out.
Drew a penalty late in the game, I believe, against Winchester, which allowed Winchester to win at Winchester 2-1 against Arlington in what was the most controversial game of the season. Another corner for Winchester, goes far post, and it sails by everybody. Andres scoops it up, control, gets around, sort of pulled back. No call by the ref. Looks like maybe advantage. Dennis Keneally, 4 Winchester players on him. Dennis Keneally just trying to speed his way through.
Okay, Arlington needs to get more possession here now.
Winchester calling for the long ball there from their striker, from their wing. Good patience by Connolly. Jacob Naylor, solid defense there. Here's Tody. Johnny Peng fighting for it. And, it's a 50-50 that just does not go Peng's way. But he's right on his man again. And Dennis Keneally pushes him out wide. But good job by Winchester. Make a run. So it looks like what Winchester's got going is a lot of sort of individual effort that they're trying to look for those crosses. Jacob Naylor sends it wide to Andres. Andres gets around. Fakes the shot.
So we need some support up here, Arlington.
And this is what Coach Page was talking about, right? Andres has 2 guys right here. Draws the foul just outside the box. Might be a strategic move to sort of focus on defense, but you would like to see a little bit of added pressure. So here's Naylor off his left foot. This is a prime spot for Naylor. He goes far post, and it might have skimmed off the crossbar.
Yep, skimmed a little off the crossbar.
Skimmed a little bit off the crossbar. Naylor feeling it after that corner kick. I hope, is there video evidence of this?
I believe there is, but I haven't checked it yet. So.
I might have to go back and find that because, sorry, Jacob, if it's not on video anymore, it didn't happen. It did not happen. So I hope for Jacob's sake that we have videography evidence of his incredible corner.
Naylor with the ball here. Back to...
And always tough from our vantage point to see that far touch.
Looks like the ball may be out of bounds there.
Either out of bounds or it looks like maybe a free kick for Winchester. So ref calls a free kick for Winchester right around half. Goes up deep, right at the top of the box. Koopman settles off his chest, clears it up high. Rohan with some ups. Winchester throw about 40 yards out. Number 12 for Winchester. Looks like he's lining up for a big throw. That's going to sail out. Koopman probably shields. No, kicks it back over his head.
Avoid the corner there. Ooh.
Offside. Offsides, I believe not a foul.
Looks like offside, but hard to tell.
Arlington smartly sort of slows it down. Koopman allows the team press up a little bit. Got 4 minutes in the first half. Little push from the back. Arlington free kick from midfield. All right. So Alex Burke taking this one. Got lots of options. Has 5 guys who are sort of pressing a little bit. Plays it wide to Connolly, who gets it back to Burke. Burke sends it over to Keneally's direction, but picked up by Winchester. And out by Connolly. Look at that, on the far side too. Again, you think that's the Eagles on the far side there?
I think it's the Eagles, yep.
Stellar team effort by the Eagles on the sidelines to keep this game flowing smoothly. That's the key for any solid ball boy or person. Just solid, dangerous play. Peter picks it up, clears it out. Arlington on their heels a little bit the end of this first half.
Yep. Winchester came alive at the end here.
Looks like not sure what this call was.
I think it was another foul.
Another foul or possibly a handball. And it's going Winchester's way, which I would thought if there was anything, I would have thought that was going to go Winchester's way. So about 45 yards out and 2.5 minutes to play. Ref pushing them back about 50 yards out.
most likely heading on goal for this one. They had a lot of runners here.
They have almost everybody up. They got 8 guys in the box.
It's like Dennis disrupts it.
And that's going to be a Winchester throw deep in the end. And
go short.
Short. And I think, yeah, the ref, I'm glad the ref called that. That was a very much not a legit throw.
That's getting back to madness days, yeah.
That is a solid call by the ref. I know if I'm a Winchester parent or fan, I'm not going to like that call, but it was absolutely the right call. And Sam Neal, nice little touch off to Naylor, wide little shoulder. Naylor being ping-ponged between 2 Winchester players. Looks like the second hit he just took might have kept him on his feet.
Okay, we got 2 minutes left.
We actually have about a minute and 20 seconds left, Tom. I am on the spot with my stopwatch. This is not my first game this year, and the first game I absolutely forgot to set my timer when the clock stops at 2 minutes. No more. None of those rookie mistakes. Great strike by Sam Neal. Deflects, takes a funny bounce, and not a clean save by the Winchester keep, but manages to keep it. And here we go, about 1 minute to go. 1 minute. See if either team can make something happen here. Dangerous for Winchester, sending the overlap. And
it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Arlington spared a little bit. Had a late timeout in the first half against PC High, I remember.
Yep.
Coach Yazio using those 24 years of experience. And here we go. Naylor off to the races. Fighting, and that's going Winchester's way. About 14, 15 seconds left. See if how much the refs let him play off this. And that's going to be up. This should just about do it, but it's up to the ref's discretion. That should be going Arlington's way. And ref called it. I think.
Yep, he called it. That's all.
He called it. So there we go. First half, 8 minutes away from second half. Tom, what are your takeaways on the first half battle, Winchester, Arlington?
First half was all Arlington. Winchester came alive at the end there.
Winchester, I could not agree more. So it'll be interesting to see how Arlington responds. See if they can get another quick goal in the second half. See if they can build on this lead and sort of change the momentum, which I definitely agree with you was going Winchester's way. Good to see them taking a note from Coach Page's playbook. Good to see earlier in the half Arlington getting some support up the field, and in the second half of the first half, it looks like they were falling back. They weren't given as many supporting players up in the box as they had before.
Yeah, it looked like Winchester might have switched from 4 in the back to 3 in the back for the second part of that. And that might have sparked them. Sparked them
a little bit for sure. And joining us now up in the booth, Tom, a standout, an Arlington boys varsity soccer alum, Omkar Adia, general standout Arlington athletics. Omkar is joining us. He's watching the game, scouting the team.
Yeah, we're hoping he takes over for a certain announcer for the second half. All right.
Gets the head nod.
Yeah, all right. I'll be signing out. Thanks, everyone. Sorry, I hope I didn't embarrass my family. Thank you.
Tom, thank you very much. And Omkar, we are on air live. Welcome back to the booth, Omkar.
How's it going, everybody?
It is going. What are your takeaways from the first half?
You know, I thought we were playing well. I only got here around maybe 20 minutes late, so I wasn't able to see the goal.
Oh, it was a nice goal.
Was it? I heard it was Sam Neal.
Sam Neal.
Yeah. How was it? Was it like far out? It was like 20?
No, it was a solid sort of play. Sort of Rohan passed it up to Quincy, I believe, and then Quincy sort of threaded the pass down the line to Sam, who cut in, and then near post kind of snuck it under the goalie.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Like he's always done. Anyway, I was surprised and happy to see Andreson. He's been playing well.
playing aggressive. He brings a definite physical presence to the game as well. And Omkar, just for the people who stick around and actually watch during half, you got some big plans coming up. What's coming up for you in the next week or so?
I do. So I'm going away for 2 weeks, probably 2 weeks, hopefully less.
Hopefully less.
Yeah, in the wild.
In the wild, gonna be going from the border of Canada back to Massachusetts on the Long Trail.
Yes, sir.
So have you ever done anything like this before?
Slightly. Not as solo and not as extreme as this, but
not as extreme. Have you been checking the weather?
Nope.
We're just
gonna send it and see how it goes.
I like it. Still gonna send it. Just send it. That's kind of the way to go.
Exactly. Come prepared.
You prepared. There's a great quote. There's no such thing as bad weather, just bad gear.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a great adventure for you, Omkar.
Yes, sir.
And how's everything else? So how many of these games have you been able to see this year? And what have you seen trending for the team who just clinched their playoff berth on Monday evening with a win against Watertown?
I mean, I've been to maybe 80% of the games so far this season, and they've just continued to get better and better, and it's amazing to see.
All right. I called a 3-1 Arlington win before the game started. What are your thoughts? You have the advantage of having the first half having been played. What are your thoughts? Predictions on who might be the standout for Arlington in this second half. And we do also, I think, I don't know if you were here for Shea's save.
I did see that.
That was a clutch
nice
save, getting his left foot out and keeping that ball out of the back of the net.
So, as far as standouts go, I'm hoping Gideon comes out here and gives us a goal. I know it's his first, maybe second full game back from injury. So
a little giddy up from Gideon.
Exactly. And maybe even Andres getting a goal here. So
I think I would enjoy seeing Andres getting a goal as well.
See those two, maybe the 3-1 prediction will come true.
There we go. And then, it could be a 3-0. I'd take a 3-0. I could change my prediction to a 3-0.
I would be happy with that.
Absolutely.
Speaking of comebacks, Aiden Connolly, comeback, first game.
First game, had a chance to.
Broken foot.
I've heard that you may have also be working on your chef skills as well. I hear you might be cooking it up a little bit for some of these guys.
I mean, it's just a little team bonding. Get some steaks on the grill. Get some lamb on the grill. Have a good time.
So as a chef, Omkar, what are your top things? What is the signature dish of Omkar Adia?
Right now as a student, you don't have a lot of time. You don't have a lot of money, so it's always got to be pasta. Something quick, something light. But
have you ever made your own pasta?
I have, but only once. And it did not turn out well.
It's I got to tell you, I think it seems like an intimidating task, but I think you can making your own pasta steps up your game.
Yeah, I might have to
it is. I will say, it is really tough to beat like a 50-cent box of pasta or $1 box of pasta from Market Basket.
So easy. It's just like 10 minutes and you're just like, it's heaven, dude.
There it is. What kind of stuff you like putting on your pasta?
So, caramelized onions and cream sauce.
I respect.
Trust me.
Respect.
With maybe a little bit of mushrooms in there too. It does go hard.
So for the team dinners then that you guys will often have for these teams, is it kind of, are you getting caramelized onions or is it like pizza and other stuff? Do people step up for them or is it all about just quantity and efficiency?
So far, the one we've had is we just had a grill going. We got like maybe $70 worth of meat, just as much bulk as we could get, and just slapped it on, got some potatoes going, made burgers, made like lamb chops and stuff.
Lamb chops, that's pretty sophisticated. I mean, that speaks to a high level of culinary sophistication from the Spy Ponders.
Exactly. Eat good, feel good, play good.
Right? There it is, fuel. So typically, I know last year the what was it? It was the not noon, but it was the Mio.
The Mio.
Mio was big last year. Is there anything like any sort of Mio-esque pre-gaming that the team's using this year, you think?
I wouldn't be surprised if they're continuing that Mio tradition. I mean, it is nasty, but for some people, it does the job.
I will
say that.
Any flavor in particular that you think is a little superior than others?
I mean, personally, I never liked it, but I'm going to have to give it to that strawberry lemonade flavor. You can never go wrong with
strawberry lemonade. And we got about 10 seconds left before this half. Omkar, also appreciate you wearing the CU Scope Buffs hat.
Of course.
Always good to represent. Always good to see that. Exciting. I'm going to get to head out there in a couple of weeks and see Boulder again in the fall.
Nice.
So excited for that.
You got a good bit of hiking while you're up there, too?
After my Achilles surgery, I might be able to actually hike a little bit.
There we go.
I'm feeling pretty good about that. We'll see.
It's always a good sign.
And as someone with a extreme phobia of venomous snakes, all the rattlesnakes around there, it's going to be hopefully too cold for them. So I'm going to feel a little better about being out on the trails.
Absolutely. That'll be a great time.
So here we go. Winchester should, I believe, have the ball to start this second half. Teams are huddling up, and we are going to be 40 minutes away from seeing if Arlington can go 9-2-2 on the season and further their efforts to get a home playoff berth after clinching the playoff berth on Monday with the 1-0 win against Watertown.
A home game would be great here for the playoffs.
Home game would be fantastic.
Be electric.
All right, Winchester obviously going to come out firing. And I was telling Tom earlier, this was the first 3-4 minutes, probably some of the fastest-paced action I'd seen all season on Pierce Field.
I'll bet. These games always get intense.
And the second half absolutely going to be even a little extra charge as Winchester trying to battle back from 1-0. And here they go. They play it back to the mid. And immediate pressure from Keegan. Look at that.
Look at those two up top.
Sam Neal and
Dynamic
Keegan
duo.
Putting that pressure. Even last year as sophomores, they were connecting for some offense for you guys.
I think combined like 4 or 5 goals between them.
And then they were the leading scorers on the team until you stepped in.
I mean, I can't have sophomores leading the team in goals now.
Well done. I mean, respect for that. You know, didn't want him to get too cocky, I suppose.
Exactly.
Rohan having a good, solid game in the back.
Rohan's been playing really well.
We'll see this. Rohan against number 13, Tom Duvall. That seems like it's going to be a key. It's been a key matchup in the first half. Looks like Winchester might have switched Duvall over to the middle of the field instead of matched up against Rohan. Oh, and little pull of a shirt right there. It wasn't called. Koopman, great touch, turning around Tom Duvall. And should be an Arlington throw.
It's great physicality by Nolan.
He's been a solid presence in the middle this whole season.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Neal battling. So Winchester starting this second half really, really fired up, it looks like. Rohan trying to save the corner, manages to not do it. So Winchester calling for the ball. Ball kids on the far sideline. Winchester delayed.
Do they not have a ball over there?
They don't have a ball over there.
Ooh.
Oh, it looks like the ball. The ball kid unfortunately hits the backdrop or the screen. Gets in. Look at that hustle from that little guy.
He's doing the best he can. You can't blame him.
He's doing a great job. That kid's going to be on this field one day.
Exactly. Get him a raise.
Good cross. Good entry off the head. And Johnny Payne gets it out wide. And there's a deep throw for Winchester. So it looks like, not sure if those are Winchester or Arlington guys walking around the track. Fans. Winchester here's looking for the throw.
Are we going to see a long throw here?
I think that's the plan, and looks pretty long. Gets it in.
How about
Rohan clear. Koopman steps up, breaks it up, and Sam Neal with a missed kick. But
goes out for a goal kick.
Oh, goal kick. Sam Neal pleading the case to the ref. Solid game so far from the referees.
Mm-hmm.
They've made some good calls.
Yeah, these guys were always solid when we had them.
Nothing too controversial yet.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Yet, that's it. Aiden Connolly gets his touch of the second half. Clears it up, and here we go. Arlington building a little bit of momentum. First time Arlington sort of after the initial minutes.
Still haven't been in there attacking third yet, though.
Arlington looking to build. Good patience. Koopman bringing it out wide. Gets it wide to Rohan, who sends it up. Cleared by the Winchester defense. So Winchester with 4 back, but sending their outside backs up the field a fair amount this evening. And here's a good entry. And offsides.
It's a close
Winchester fans aren't going to like that one.
No, they aren't.
That is number 4, Cole Queenan, who a sophomore who's been making those plays. He's the guy they're looking for, I guess. In the away game, Winchester got their 2 goals kind of on the run and gun type plays because they've got a lot of speed up top. And Shea sends that up.
Difference here though is in that first game we had 3 back. Now we have a 4 back, so there's a little more stability.
That's true. Johnny Peng breaks that up, gets it to Keegan off a nice little touch. Keegan out wide. And just a little miscommunication. Look at that. David right here. David on the sideline gets that in. He's been helping out for years. Smart play by
Alex.
By Burke to get that ball. Looks like it's a corner for Winchester. So Winchester, first 5 minutes of the second half, definitely pressing. Can only imagine what. That ball just settles, cleared by. We're gonna get a foul right there. Over the top.
Are we taking it quickly here?
Aiden Connolly, captain, saying, "Slow it down, guys, slow it down." Patience. Alex Burke sends it across the field, looking for Neal. But Ronan, the sophomore defender for Winchester, broke that up. So here we go. Arlington with some numbers up top here. But that's going to sail. Going to be a...
Is that a corner kick?
Corner?
Is that a corner?
That's a great question.
I believe it is.
Throw-in.
Oh.
A throw-in for Nolan Koopman.
I will take that.
And this is the equivalent of a corner. It's literally basically from the corner position. This is essentially an equivalent of a corner. Great throw-in right here off the Winchester defender. Almost. Quincy almost gets that. Johnny Peng, top of the box, gets it out wide to Naylor. Sophomore Quincy Cotter fighting for it. Captain Aiden Connolly gets that back in to Nolan Koopman. Over to Peng, switches fields. Peng says, "Burke, you take it." Burke, good ball into Keegan Maxwell. Great play. Great touch by Keegan, fighting for it. 2 Winchester defenders, and he gets an Arlington corner. First of the game for Arlington. Jacob Naylor.
Is it really?
First of the game for Arlington, and it's coming off of Naylor's left foot. I guess the difference in the game against Watertown. Did you hear about this one?
He scored an Olympico.
He scored off the corner right here.
About that.
So you think Jacob is thinking
lightning strike twice?
You think he's going for it again?
I mean, I wouldn't see why not.
It looks like he's going deep. He's going far. Top of the box. That one. That would have been something. That would have been something.
That would have been. Is Nolan on the throw-in here?
So Nolan playing up a little bit, mostly because of the opportunities from the throw-ins. And Sam Neal taking it. Thought he was going to take a volley right there. Looked like he was. Gets a second touch. A little deflection. Tricky ball. Winchester goalie scoops it up as Keegan was putting some pressure on. Plays it short. What's your take, Omkar? Lots of goal kicks from many teams this year. Short goal kicks. What's your take on this?
I mean, if you're playing striker, it's always a pain because you just got to keep running and pressing those guys.
And here's Arlington with a press of their own, kind of countering. They got 5 guys deep and Johnny Peng trailing. 6 guys on the attack.
For a shot here.
Sam taking some space, sends it across to Alex Burke. Good run by Burke up the side.
Can we get a back post run from
Sends it deep.
Ooh, not a bad ball.
Oh,
honestly.
Peter, he saw Peter and nearly had it. Good hustle back by Naylor. Puts the pressure on, slows the counter from Winchester down. Good step by Connolly, breaks up that entry. Johnny Pang plays it back out wide to Rohan. Rohan sends it deep. And Keegan, it's a race. Oof. And dangerous play, but that was a deflection.
That was close.
Unintentional, the ref is saying. Close play right there. Winchester scooped that up. Potentially could have been a...
There's a ball in here.
Oh, ooh, good turn by the Winchester attack right there. Rohan coming in.
Tackle from Rohan.
So interesting turn of events off the unintentional kickback to the Winchester keep, who makes a diving save. Winchester with a great opportunity of their own, broken up by Rohan there. Fantastic to see. Rohan definitely making an argument for man of the match for himself. Looks like he might have come up with some turf burn as well.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And right there's another short goal kick. And Winchester picks it up, drops it off.
Ooh, shot here? Nah.
Looks like that. Oh, dangerous, and Koopman breaks that up. Good step by Koopman to break up a dangerous series by Winchester. Put in a lot of pressure after a couple of, a little bit more pressure from Arlington, and Winchester responding well here. 15 minutes down in the second. Little flick pass. Winchester fans like that. Koopman plays it off to Rohan. Rohan clears it up. So Winchester, nice. Another step by Rohan.
This dude's all over the place.
So Winchester looks like they're keeping three guys back solid, but again, kind of moving their wings, their wing backs.
Oof.
And that is a foul. Quincy drew the foul at about mid. Plays it short to Johnny Pang. Johnny using his speed.
Just couldn't quite find Peter there.
Alex Burke, I thought we were going to go for 3 headers in a row. And you can see the Winchester's strategy right there, right? Just trying to get it past the line and use their speed.
They're keeping like 4 up top right now.
So that's going to be a foul right there. Who were the teams? Winchester, Lexington, were they the teams that always kind of little extra special, or
Winch, Lex, Belmont?
Winch, Lex, Belmont, yep.
And of course BC High, because as coach's team.
All right, Winchester sends 8 guys top of the box. And there's the entry, trying to get it over on the far side. And good ups by Sam Neal. Look at that. Good pressure from Naylor. But Winchester switches fields. And again, there's the run and gun. 3 Arlington defenders. Nice patience by Koopman. Oh!
Number 6 came flying.
Peter Clorty, and went low on Clorty.
Someone lost a shin guard too.
Looks like Clorty might have lost a shin guard and taken a head to the thigh or something.
I know that gotta hurt.
So it looks like Coach Yazio might be taking a timeout. Talk things over. All right, so Winchester pressing, 28 minutes to go. Excellent camera work by Jonathan Koopman, zooming in on the time for us. Look at that. It's a production here at ACMi, and it's top notch, always top notch. And so before I forget, and I'll say it at the end as well, but ACMi, they have. I've enjoyed my time helping out with ACMi the last couple seasons, and it's great to have you back up in the booth, Omkar. Really do a nice job making sure that we can broadcast these games, and you guys can then use them for for post-game analysis.
Film's always great.
Film is always great. excellent, superb camera work. It's not easy either.
No,
it is not easy to be on the camera. Fortunately, it's a cool evening here at Piercefield, but it is also a clear evening. So it's cameras out.
Winchester fans going a little bit crazy over there.
Yeah, it looks like the Winchester girls team, who I believe tied 1-1 against Arlington, is still representing, making some noise. A little louder, unfortunately, a little louder than
got to step it up.
Than the Arlington crowd. So hopefully somebody over there is watching YouTube, and there's Rand Markovsky's dad, Ari. He's getting the cheering going for him. Let's go, Pandas. Alex Burke into Peter Clorty. 2 Winchester defenders on him immediately, and that should be a Arlington throw again.
Look at that, 4 Winchester players in the span of 10 yards. They're really stacking here. They're looking anything they can do to just get the ball and send it out.
And Arlington says we're going to send it up via Koopman. Or no, that was Alex Burke. Alex Burke with a solid throw. A Koopman-esque throw from Alex Burke. Well done, Alex.
He's a sneaky one.
Ref says, no, you got to pull that back at least 12 yards. Alex is like, no, I'm gonna keep going up. Keegan keeps it in. And Winchester wins that battle. Good step by Koopman. And good control by Burke, not just sending it up, takes the extra touch, manages, and there's a turnover right here by Winchester. Can Arlington capitalize? Keegan Maxwell turns along the line, gets it, nice ball into Clorty. But Winchester defense, good step by Burke. See if Arlington crosses the field here, gets it over to Quincy.
I have to say, that was some great composure by the defense.
Absolutely. Because Winchester is coming in hot on every ball that's going back to the Arlington line. So Arlington looks like they're playing 3 back deep, and Rohan sort of scooting up a little bit to give a little offensive support. Winchester crosses. Johnny Pang on the run. That ball keeps going. Look at that. Here's Winchester. They got 4 guys up. Arlington with 6 guys back. Great slide tackle by Alex Burke. Clean all ball.
Calling for it on the far side.
Keegan sees him, but Ronan, the sophomore defender for Winchester, manages to break up that cross. And Quincy picks it up. Looks for his options. Gets it back to, not sure what happened here.
Little botched throw.
Little fake. Little mulligan. Taking a mulligan?
We're getting a redo.
Ref says, no mulligans in this sport. That's only in golf. Not sure exactly what happened there.
Might have slipped out his hand or something. It happens to everybody.
Koopman racing. He's got a Winchester player on him. Does well not to get it out, but sends it. So Winchester scoops it up. Good little turn by the Winchester, number 4.
It's a ball.
Keegan giving chase. That's played back. Ooh. There's a turnover. Here's a great opportunity for Keegan. One touch. Shot. Oof. And it sails wide, but is it deflected off the keeper? The ref says, I don't know. It's going to be a goal kick. Keegan, I looked like it was a deflection off the Winchester keep. So Winchester with a big break there, both on the goal kick and the... And there's a makeup call right here. Makeup call, it seems like... makeup call throw in for Arlington about 25 yards in. But Keegan with a great opportunity, best opportunity of the half for either team at this point. One touch and then the shot deflects off the keeper, almost the same spot where Keegan sent one earlier in the first half. Aiden Connolly with a little tricky throw, and now I bet we'll say, he comes back in. Comes back in for it. Looks like, are they calling for Koopman to come in? No, Connolly's going to take it.
See how far he can bomb this.
Keegan gives short for him. Nice throw by Keegan, gets it, or by Aiden, gets it in. And it looks like Arlington, saved by Winchester. And that ball goes up. So here we got 3 Arlington backs. And here great hustle by number 13 from Winchester. Ooh. There's a good entry. Dangerous play here for Winchester. Good counter. Aiden Connolly down but back up. Good to see that.
Doesn't seem like he's limping as well, so that's good.
That's a good sign. Definitely his first game back. We don't want to see him get re-injured. Good tackle by Burke there to break up the entry.
Some solid defense.
Picked up by Marvin Lee, Clark Lee's brother Clark, who played some club soccer with many of the guys on this team. And Peter Clardy holding his shin guard in one hand, trying to make a play with the other. Aiden Connolly with a solid...
Hoping it's just a cramp over there. Looks like he's holding his calf.
Holding his calf, not his foot, hopefully. So getting stretched out by Alex Burke there. Alex, the trainer, coming in. So, Omkar, I hear you've also, you may be on the field at some point. Are you spending some time in a physical therapist office at all, or?
Yes, I am.
You are. Where have you been practicing your physical therapy?
So, I haven't yet because of this whole trip, right? But I'll be at Boston PT in Winchester.
All right.
So, not that far. Good place. I actually went there for my ankle.
Oh, fantastic. So they know you well.
Exactly.
They know you well. All right, good to see Aiden. It's good sportsmanship from Winchester there, from Jonas Siegel. I think
Luke Hedlund's in.
Luke Hedlund coming in.
First time this game?
First time this game, and Luke is earlier in the season some great key contributions. Has played very well when 100%. He's stepped in. But no, that's great. And so has that shaped what you're thinking about in the future as well, Omkar? Is that sort of the idea? Take a look, see what it's like?
Yeah, exactly. I have some time. Why not?
Sounds good. And the maybe you can
we'll end up here one day.
End up here one day. I would love to see all you guys back here in Arlington.
Yeah.
30 years from now, Omkar, we'll be in the booth.
Right back here.
And Winchester
looking for a long throw here again.
Still pressing. So 23 minutes to go.
Still 1-0.
Winchester has everyone within 35 yards of the goal. And it's bouncing around, dribbling around. Tough to see. Koopman comes out. No, Luke Hedlund comes out with it and can't quite clear it. Winchester still, can't quite clear. There's a funny deflection and great solid play by Koopman. Clears that ball out, and Clardy just sends it down the field. Winchester keeper playing way out of the box, sends it back down.
Back in.
Luke Hedlund clears it out wide to Sam Neal. Sam Neal sends it up, and Peter Clardy.
It's like watching a game of Pong right now.
It absolutely is. Feels like Arlington. Winchester has and Keegan Maxwell gets the turnover. I was just going to say Winchester has Arlington on their heels a little bit, but right now Arlington.
Too much on that ball.
Oh. Just ahead of Keegan Maxwell from Sam Neal there, has sent him to the corner. Can hear Rand Markovsky's dad Ari trying to get the Arlington crowd going. And there's the short goal kick.
So their plan is just short goal kick and then just send it, I guess.
And Nate Dobro in the game as well. So Luke Hedlund, Nate Dobro came in the game. Often at this point we've seen a few more subs for Arlington, but looks like coach is keeping with the with this line. And Keegan Maxwell giving chase.
We got Nico in here too up top. Is that Nico? No, that's Jacob.
That's Jacob. Well, Jacob, who I have confused with Quincy a few times.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you.
I think Jacob might. Or Quincy.
Yeah, well, they can't hear us right now. So
they can't hear us right now, for sure.
Good.
All right, so Winchester from around half, just in front of the Arlington half, has a free kick. Again, send everybody up. So everybody from Winchester is at the top of the box. That ball's going over. That's going to be a bit heavy, and Arlington goal kick. 20 to go.
Do you think Winchester would focus on possession a little bit more with 20 minutes remaining?
You would think, especially given how Winchester has historically played. But again, and Gideon Lawrence came in just now for Keegan Maxwell. But again, I think their 2 goals when they were playing at home, their 2 goals came from sort of that run and gun, chip it over the defensive line. So maybe that's been their key this season.
Maybe. I think those goals, though, I think they might have sent those from like around the 50 or 40 yard line. Today they're sending them from like their own 30 or 20, which is kind of surprising. Good win by Quincy there.
Good ups, yes, for sure. Dobro fighting here against number 10.
Boy, Nate.
Number 10, Cena Hendricks. Cena, also a former SFC player with a lot of these guys and some of the guys who graduated with you, Omkar. Nice ball by Quincy up to Neal. Neal takes a strike far out and scooped up by the Winch goalie.
You think that was a shot or a pass?
I think it was.
I think that might have been a pass.
I think it was a mishit.
We'll say that.
We'll say it was an attempted strike that did not end well.
Target.
Did not reach its target on Sam's foot. Winchester girls team making the noise. Johnny Peng gets up.
Predicted that well.
Good shield by Johnny Peng, but Winchester earns the throw, and good pressure from Winchester, consistent pressure from Winchester this second half. See if Arlington can turn things around a little bit, get some more opportunities. The one from Keegan being their most solid opportunity so far this second half.
Looks like Arlington's also now back to a 4 in the back structure. Johnny moved from the 6th position.
Sam Neal gonna get could have potentially been a handball, but looks like a throw-in, and Winchester plays it back. And miscue right there. Break for Arlington as Dennis Keneally coming in for Peter Clarity. Dennis Keneally incredibly fast on the wing, so interesting to see how Arlington uses that. And we're going to do it again. Johnny Peng taking the throw, looking into the middle, but goes up the line to Keneally. Or no, to Sam Neal. Sam Neal in a wrestling scrap, it looked like. Solid tackle by Naylor to slow that advance. Good touch. Gets it wide, a little heavy for Gideon, but Gideon off to the races. Rohan. 2 Winchester players on him, and we're going Arlington throw.
Let me tell you, when you see Gideon running, that is intimidating.
You
do not want to see that running at you.
And he is willing to sacrifice his body.
Oh, yeah.
Amazed. I had no idea he had broken his hand against BC High. And there's a great ball, but it's a little behind Naylor. Good step by Rohan to break that up, but Winchester picks up in their end. Chips it over.
Scooped ball.
Rohan recovers well. Gives Quincy some time to get back for support. Quincy with a turn. Ooh. Solid tackle by Winch.
Seen a lot of slide tackles there.
That ball just sails wide. Takes a skid. Shea made my heart skip a little beat there, as with the way he made that look. I think he knew it was going wide. But
from our angle, it's a little bit more scary.
From our angle up here, that looked a little spicier than I'd like it to at this point in the game. So Shea is calling for the team to push up a little bit, just trying to buy some time. Gets it up. Naylor pushed in the back, not getting the call, though. Good little flick by Neal. And look at that support from Keneally. Just a heavy touch, though. But right there, excellent to see. Right, that's the kind of play you want to see in the middle third to get into the attacking third.
100%.
Keneally pushing up in support of Neal.
I think that touch just might have been a little unexpected for him.
Good step by Luke Hedlund. And here we go. Arlington building. Naylor gets it onto his left foot. That's a dangerous play. Sends it wide to Gideon.
There's no one there.
A little miscommunication. Ball's still in play, though. Good turn by Winchester, but Rohan is there. Look at that. Great scoop good read by Rohan, who is making an overlap. Nate Dobro with a nice little turn.
Ooh.
Gets it out wide to Keneally. Keneally back into the middle. On left foot. Can he take it on the left? No, it's just playing. Dobro. Dobro looking wide. Gets it wide to Rohan. Good ball. Rohan with it on his feet still has it. Nailing off his left foot. Oof. And no deflection. Hits the bottom of the field goal. But over.
I will say, great connections.
Real impressive. That's a nice counter by Arlington. Good, and again, like you were saying, the possession game deep in the end. Not trying to force anything. They got it off to Jacob's left foot, and he took a very very reasonable shot for him to take at that spot.
100%.
Looks like a free kick for Arlington as Naylor went down. Gets it in quick. Dobro fighting, pushed down from behind. Ref trying to make sure things don't get out of hand here with 14 minutes to go. Wisely, Naylor said, hey, slow down, but they play it short to Quincy. Quincy dishes off to Sam Neal. They got something. Sam Neal flicks it into Dennis Keneally. Great hustle by Keneally, and
it's out for a throw-in, I think.
Throw-in or... So it will be a throw-in. Ref is talking to Captain Johnny Pang, it looks like.
Aiden Conley's back in here.
Good to see that. That's encouraging. Dobro on the throw here. Drops it off to Keneally. Gets it back to Dobro. And Gideon on this side. Good physical work by Gideon, making things happen with his body.
He just doesn't stop going.
Good cross by Winchester. Good counter. They got 4 guys, but Arlington has 6 back.
Great defended by Rohan here.
Solid, excellent work by Rohan. And looks like an offsides call.
What was that for?
So offsides. Okay. So one of the Winch players was offsides, but again, solid D. You call it solid D by Rohan, not letting the Winchester player get around him.
Exactly.
Being patient. And
Sam dancing.
Sam taking a shot blocked by the defender.
Little counter by Winchester here.
Number 17.
Can Nolan keep it in?
Alex Marchesini is in for Arlington as well, up near the top. Looks like he's playing mid, and they've moved Sam Neal to the top.
Is this an Arlington or Winchester throw in here?
I think there's some questions. If it's a throw, if it's
even the ref doesn't know. He's like, "What's going on?"
Refs calling a timeout themselves. Look at that. Love to see the ball kids on the side staying warmed up, staying loose. Look at the professionals. We heard this is the oh, look at that. Look at that. They're even testing each other, seeing if they can get the ball away from each other. They're like, no, you can't. I am.
Ooh, let me sneak.
I am in this. All right. The call goes Arlington's way after some discussion. Apparently, the refs were using Jonathan Koopman's VAR assistance, and they saw the replay, and they said, Arlington ball all the way. And Nolan Koopman chucks it up to midfield. And Nate Dobro controlling. Gets it back, and Nolan sends it across. Dennis Keneally, he might get around the defender. It's dropped off. They've got some space. Arlington with some space. Good touch by Peng, not to rush it. He sees Alex in the middle. Sneaks by Alex, but then Gideon Lawrence gets up.
Out for a throw in here.
That's what you get when you have Gideon Lawrence on the field. You get all out right there.
He came out of nowhere. I didn't even see him.
Look at that. Arlington cops spinning, like cruising by off on Summer Street. They saw that play. They were like, there's no way that could be legal. And there's a rip off and just deflected over the top crossbar by the Winch keeper.
It's a great shot by Neal.
All right, Jacob Naylor again coming in. You think, again, you know he's got to be thinking it, right?
Yeah,
Second chance, he's got to be thinking it. I think off his left foot, this would be an even more impressive one. A little outside of the foot,
like
inside out.
Beckham type thing.
And he's not. It's not out of the question. But Sam Neal, couldn't.
The refs are saying that the ball went out.
Ball went out, so Winch goal kick, 10 to go.
I think now is where we're going to start seeing a lot more of that physicality and just bombing it up from Winchester.
Arlington here, important for them to keep their patience. And I know, so in a game like this with that 1-0 lead, lots of sort of pride at stake, right, against one of your town rivals. What's going through these players' head right now, Omkar?
Hopefully they're just treating it like it's a 0-0 game. I mean, you can't. 1-0 isn't that much of a lead, so you can't expect to settle into it.
So settle in, just sort of keep playing your game.
A lot of physicality here.
Good step by Koopman. Back line for Arlington, getting a lot of work this second half.
Oh yeah. Getting up there again.
And here we go, back line. Good step by Koopman. Great play by Koopman to break that entry up. Gets it up to Sam Neal. Off his head, but sends it back. Not the way he wanted that to go. Winch with a throw, number 12 taking a big throw. Lining up for a massive throw, number 12 for Winchester, one of their seniors.
Send an 8 in here again.
And looks like Koopman clears.
It's Gideon, I think.
Oh, Gideon clears. Naylor battling, and there's Gideon. Shielding, stepping in, getting the ball. Good work by Gideon. Good turn, and should draw no foul off that. And Winchester shot 20 yards out into the corner. I think all the Arlington players are kind of stunned. There was no foul off Gideon. So here we go, 8.5 to go. How do they respond?
That was a hell of a shot, I'll tell you that.
It was a definitely nothing could have been done with that. I think similar to you and I think a lot of the Arlington players were surprised there was no foul called off Gideon, which is sort of the turnover that led to the shot right there. So Winch ties it up with 8.5 to go. See how Arlington responds. Gets it out wide to Keneally from Naylor. Keneally fighting.
Way to keep it in.
And
this is a foul on Dennis?
I think it's a throw-in for Winchester. That ball didn't.
What?
Did that ball not cross? Oh no! So he's calling a.
Yeah, he's saying that's a foul.
Timeout by one of the teams. So interesting turn of events here. Omkar, do we think this is going to be a throw-in or a foul?
I mean, I'd assume it's a foul because there's no way that ball went out.
That ball didn't go out. So
yeah, it's a foul.
So should be a foul, I guess, on Dennis. Although it's on the touch. It's on the ball's on the touch line.
Maybe it is a throw. Or it's a foul. I don't know.
Maybe it's a foul on the ball boys. maybe they called on the ball boys. So interesting turn of events, and I think easy to get frustrated because I think the sort of the turn of events off that turnover that was off the foul on Gideon. But how do you respond at this point?
You just can't blame the refs for that. You just got it. A lot of the boys I know are pissed right now, but just got to lock back in.
8 minutes, tons of time.
Exactly.
And
keep doing that possession game. We saw it working earlier with Jacob getting shots, Sam getting shots.
And it's got to feel, I mean, it does. It's very interesting to me in sports how obviously, like right now, a 1-1 tie kind of might feel more like a loss for Arlington, and kind of like Winchester kind of feels like they've got like almost if it ends a 1-1 tie, they kind of like it's kind of a win for them almost. So Winchester, let's see. It's a Winchester throw-in.
What is going on?
So the
our cameraman is frustrated.
The ACMi crew, we'll go back on our own VAR and look at this and be fascinated by this call at some point. I've been wrong before in my life. I don't think I missed this call. Maybe I did, but I don't think I did. Given the way that all the players on the field reacted, I don't think I...
Might have to send this to U.S. Soccer, get these refs investigated.
And there's the run and gun. It looks like the coaches put Johnny Pang on number 4.
Man marking.
Matching speed
Dennis
for
fighting
speed.
there. Foul on Winchester there.
So interesting that Rohan calling for the ball across the field. They've got lots of space on the opposite field here. See if Johnny sends it that way.
Parking the bus here.
Winchester.
Look at that.
Sam Neal with a little touch, and Winchester, there's the win. They just run and gun. I think Winchester's strategy here is if it's in Arlington's end and away from ours, that is
If in doubt, kick it out. That's what they're saying right now.
Good touch. There's 4 Winchester players right on that ball right there. So if 4 Winchester players are there, you know there's going to be some space on this field for Arlington if they can find it.
100%.
So hopefully the guys sort of take a look, and I've seen Winchester doing that a fair amount where they've had 3-4 guys on the ball at once. And
Sam Neal's getting triple teamed you.
Sam Neal getting pushed down.
You're not getting a foul call for that?
Then there's a... So that should be an that's not an Arlington ball. Should be, so it's Winchester.
Is it Winchester free kick? Or is it a throw? What is going on?
I think you and I are at a loss, Omkar. That ball is sent up by Winchester, so maybe I don't know
what the refs are seeing there.
I don't know. It's been a fascinating turn of events these
5 minutes.
Final 8.5 of the game here. And that should be offsides. Good call by the ref. Number 4, the sophomore, said, no way was I offsides, and we definitely could see he was offsides on that one. Appreciate the enthusiasm. Appreciate the enthusiasm. But good call by the ref on that one. Aiden Connolly sends it out wide to Rohan. All right, so see if Arlington can use some space, find some space. And that's broken up. Turnover, dangerous turnover by Arlington. Shea scoops it up, 5.5 to go.
Deja vu there.
Sounds like... I
don't know which team that is, or if that's the parents. Someone's getting riled up.
Someone's getting very riled up. Sounds like it's coming from the Winch side.
Quincy coming in here for Dennis. Pushing Keegan out wide.
And we are at the 5-minute mark. So 5 minutes to go. We'll see if that changes, if the refs add any, or solid patience by Dober. But his man gets around him. Keeps him out wide. Johnny Pang on him now. Sends it back. Good set by Quincy. That ball goes. That's going to be a goal kick right there. Rohan chasing it down, using his speed, get the ball back in play. So the question is, does Arlington rush, or do they sort of patient? Are they trying to create something? It looks like Arlington is definitely trying to still go for the win here, not settling for the tie, which is great to see. And here's Johnny Pang. He's got some space, gets the ball, settles it. Looking for his options. Who's there to help him? Gets around. That should be a Arlington throw. Good call by the ref right there.
A little bit of outrage from Winchester fans and players, but
this is a classic Arlington Winch battle at the end here.
Oh, yeah.
controversial calls, heated emotions. Arlington fans sending it, starting the
rumble.
stomp. Here's Nolan with the deep throw, and Winchester gets their foot on it. Dobro trying to block off, and look at that. Rohan steps it, gets it back in over to Naylor. Naylor left foot, sends it in.
Cross here.
Tries to get it. Quincy gets it onto the foot of Sam Neal. Sam Neal turns, but can't get the shot off. Peter Clorty takes a shot, and he was going for the back of the net. We should get a Arlington corner.
Yep.
Arlington corner deflected by Winch. Maybe a throw-in. We don't know. Refs talking to each other. And no, Arlington corner.
Good on Peter for smacking that as soon as he saw it.
Here goes Naylor. Naylor. Oh, I'd love to see it back in the net right here with about 3 minutes to go. Naylor sends it.
A little long.
Heard some of the, and can Sam Neal save it? No, he cannot. Just under 3 to play. See if Arlington can figure this one out.
So Winchester wasting a little bit of time here. Do they want this tie?
I think
feels like they kind of want this tie.
I think at this point, Winchester would be happy with the tie. Arlington feels like that would be a little bit of a loss for them.
I think a tie helps Winchester here in the league.
And Sam Neal making the run. Can he keep it in? Not quite. Good battle. Good battle. Another goal kick for Winch.
Goal kick.
And Winchester did come out with a 2-0 win in the first match against these two teams. So in theory, this is a 1-1 tie is the improvement for Arlington. But given the way their seasons have gone since then, seems like this is a Aiden Connolly called for a foul right here. So dangerous play. So again, we got about four minutes into the clock being stopped, I believe, if I can read my no, we should have about a minute and a half to play.
All right, well, anything can happen. Let's see.
Anything can.
Let's see how this goes.
And as these last 10 minutes of this half have proven, anything will happen as well. So the ref moves this back to half from maybe the 40, about 40, 45 yards out. And that ball is deep and high. That is...
I think he might have been going for goal there.
Goal kick. Winchester had a very highly recruited football kicker, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Harvard, I believe.
So one of the top punters or place kickers in the country, I believe. So we should be about a minute to go here. Last opportunities building for each team. Dobro picks it up.
Good turn there.
Sends it wide. Gets it over to Clorty. Clorty off his chest. Gets it to Rohan. Rohan looking deep. Oh, and here we go. Here's an opportunity. Keegan Maxwell has a break. And he's taken down. No call. That is exactly what happened to Arlington. Is it a call? Call? No call. And it's given a corner kick. So that is exactly what happened late in the game last year against you guys, where my son, Cooper, was called, and that was a softer touch, and that was called a penalty.
Yep.
And that was the difference in the game. Or no, the difference in the game was Gaspard's
penalties.
Was Gaspard's
in the span of like 3 minutes.
Gaspard's no penalty. And there's it's on the ground by Naylor, and let's see. And look at Rohan slowing that play down, getting back, preventing it. So we are now 5 minutes into the stoppage. Any second now, the game is over. Ball's in. Can Sam Neal take a volley? And it's picked up by the Winchester keep.
Way to have a shot there by Sam.
Last seconds of the game, Arlington is pressing. And
that'll be the game.
That'll be the game. What a spectacular finish. Very strange finish.
Oh, yeah.
Omkar, your call. Man of the match in this 1-1 draw.
It's got to be Rohan for me.
Rohan. I'm going to give the vote to Rohan as well. I think he not only contributed to the defense, but also was setting up plays on offense. So very, very excited to see Arlington get the draw. A little disappointed, I think, but well-played game, exciting game, and Omkar, we want to thanks to ACMi as well before we sign off.
Of course.
And for you as well. Hey, excited to have you back up in the booth. And everyone's going to be excited to hear how you do on the long trail. We're looking forward to you coming back and sharing the stories of your journey from Canada to Massachusetts.
I'll make sure to be here when I get back there.
All right, man. So signing off for ACMi, I'm Josh Katzman with Omkar Dia. We will see you at the next home game.
Yes, sir.